Are you tired of NKVD forcing social media platforms to shut you down? Are you tired of famous video platforms threatening you with gulag for thinking wrong? Now you can tear down wall and support this show by clicking on Mind's affiliate link in the description. To find us, go to facebook.com/greatsra. You can also go to minds.com/same rules apply.
Switch to English, gents. We are recording.
My way
We're
of
switching to English already.
Yes.
my way
But
of
you will
buying
tell away-
alcohol, Dirk. My way of buying alcohol is the most dizziness per buck. It ain't about quality. It's
Quantity.
it's about most bang for the buck.
Yeah, that's why when I go to the People's Monopoly store and buy my Freedom alcohol,
That freedom,
it's freedom because every cent goes to the state to buy more freedom.
Yeah,
Because the state takes our money and they buy freedom for it. Because we get nothing back, so apparently they must spend it all on freedom.
fair point.
the Democratic People Republic's
Monopoly
monopoly
store
on
for alcohol.
Yeah, but anyway, since I don't have a car right now, since I'm poor as fuck, so of course it's very important to buy as much as you can. Well, more for me, it's more about the alcohol you can carry, but it's the same principle, right?
He was choosing when we went to the state monopoly store to get him his fucking
The People's
wine.
State Monopoly Store.
The People's State Monopoly Store for democratic sale of booze.
The People's State Liberation Monopoly Store, please.
So we went there, and he made, and he was considering what he was going to get. So he was like, "Yeah, I needed to be compact."
Okay.
Yeah.
So dens of alcohol or
Yeah, I
Then
was
with
like,
alcohol,
are you
so-
going to get beer or get wine? Well, I'm thinking wine because it's more compact.
And
was-
same with whiskey.
Yeah, and I found that very fascinating because I usually, when I was drinking, I make it sound like I'm an alcoholic. But when I used to drink alcohol, I always went for the taste, not.
when I judge a good wine,
But we're not having a fine dinner now, are we?
no, but when you choose a fine wine, you pick up the bottle, you spin it a bit, and then you look for the taste. 13.5%. If it's over 13.5%, it's a good wine.
13.5% taste.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a
That's
good
what
wine.
it is. It's amount of taste.
This is why I like vodka very much because it has 40%.
Well, it's true that the stronger it is, I mean, the more of the percent taste, the better it will taste. At least after a bit.
Yes, most certainly.
I mean, you could be wrong the first glasses, but then you'll be more right than if you took the weaker one.
Even when you're wrong, you're right. Especially with such fine flavors. And then if you feel very
It's better to be
experimental,
right wing than wrong wing.
that is also very true. But then when you feel adventurous, you buy yourself a bottle of straw rum, with
Of course we're gonna
80%
say a bottle
flavor.
of strawberries.
Wow.
80% flavor.
I remember.
Oh yeah, I have some memories or lack of memories from.
No, this is actually a real memory when I tricked him to drink that.
That was
Pure evil of me, but
I don't really remember. Yes, I remember.
we were this
Yeah.
guy.
Well, the funny
Fuck,
thing,
I hated you so
This-
much that fucking night.
We were at the party at like a cell phone salesman's apartment.
Oh, that
And he was
explains
like-
why he was a douchebag.
Yeah, he
You
was a
killed him,
douchebag.
right?
No, sadly I
You
didn't.
just wish you did. But
Yeah.
what the fuck? You should shun the phone salesman.
No, but tell
Sean.
the story from your perspective, and I'll fill in with my perspective.
My perspective,
Which I guess is very limited since you're.
my perspective wasn't. We went to a party because it was the local town festival.
I tagged along because Jim really wanted to party with these guys.
I don't know why.
You really wanted to party with a phone salesman.
I think it was
Is
the
that like some
girls.
sick fetish? Ah, yeah.
I think it was the girls.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
too.
I was pretty lonely at the time. And I wanted an automated jerk-off instead of a manual jerk-off. Maybe. I don't remember, actually. But yeah, I wanted to go to this guy's apartment.
but you were sleeping around with well,
No. It
But
wasn't-
there's the thing, if you go to a party for phone
You-
salesman, won't he try to sell you the girls even? I mean,
Yeah, but
they're
then I could
scum.
get it for a cheap price. But no.
Nothing
You
is
don't.
cheap.
You
were
don't.
sleeping with
You
another?
don't. Which
You-
name is
let's go
going
ahead
to
with the
come
story.
up?
No, I'm not going to use the name. I'm more discreet than that, and I'm not going to.
Do you know
mention-
sign language so we can say if it's one of the girls I can admit I slept with or one of those I
Let me
can't?
just write it
Yeah,
down. for
please.
you. I'll write upside down.
Oh
because-
yeah, no.
we
I
have to
ca-
cut
I can't.
this
I
anyway,
can't
because
go.
Jimmy's woman will listen
You,
to this, right?
you can't go and be. I did. I did
At that time. Right?
at that time.
This is
Yes.
turning into
Did
Dr.
she?
Phil.
Did she want to go there?
The only
No.
difference is that Dr. Phil, he raped Robin, his wife. It's like, Robin, bitch!
No, because
That's
I
Dr. Phil,
was-
but yeah.
I remember because I don't know if she wanted to go there. I don't. Think
I don't
she
know.
did.
She had a husband and stuff. So no, I don't think.
Okay,
But
plus offspring.
I was in a mess. Okay, I was.
So
in
was
a
she,
judgment-
apparently.
Guys, fuck, you suck. Come on, let's go ahead with the story.
Yeah, no, but this is all related.
This is boring, everybody except
No.
you two. Because I don't know this, and the listeners know even less than I do.
we just gave you. She was married. She had offspring, and Jim was.
But we're talking about absinthe, guys.
No,
It's
not
like-
absinthe. It was straw rum.
No, but we.
Well,
But
anyway,
we went to this
is-
party.
This is gonna be like a trip report, not
Yeah. But we went to this party, and Fred was there, and we were sitting there talking about cannabis, if I remember right.
Most likely.
It's
Yeah.
more fun to talk about than smoke it.
I don't remember really, but then it came up with I think it was a lot of shots that night, and the guy came and just filled up a glass of straw rum, and Fred was like, I shouldn't, I can't handle much more, actually.
Which I couldn't.
No. So, but I was like, come on, this is just nice liquor. This is like,
You told me it was like a
Yeah, it was like-
Arax punch. Or
yeah, something like that. In
Eric's punch.
Arax.
in like 20% scale, and he like, okay,
What a bastard.
and just emptied it,
And
and
it's true, between 40 and 80%, it's not that big difference. It's much bigger
Yeah, but-
between like 40 and 20.
but his eyes, he just stared at me, and you could just see that something isn't right
He
here.
basically looked like a rapey clown.
Yeah, but something went wrong. This isn't how I am supposed to feel. Something like that. And I was like giggling and like, hee, I tricked you. And you were like, you son of a bitch.
I was so fucking angry. I remember I was coming in from being outside having a smoke and arguing with someone about something.
The girls were pretty stupid.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. I was trying to make them think straight. And I come inside and Jim's like, here, have a shot. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't. I've had a bit too much, I think. And he was like, yeah, but this is the good stuff. I was like, what do you mean? It's like punch or something. It's liquor. It's nothing strong. And I was like, are you sure that this isn't like a shot of 80% straw rum? I remember asking you
did?
that question as
you
well.
did.
And you were like, no, I would never. And I was like, okay.
It's like being the only one who does math at the party. You're the only one who can think clear, while everybody else is retarded, you know? And they say drugs are bad. No.
Yeah, so I take this shot, I swallow it down, and as I do it, I just feel this burn. This terrible fucking burn starting, and it's following along, and I can feel my guts. I can actually feel every fucking twist and turns the liquor takes on its way down. And
Are
I
you
just,
sure that was booze and not some kind of fucking acid?
well, it was 80%, so it was basically acid. I was so angry. I've never.
But I remember
That's
the
the only
I just mean
point.
alcohol is not corrosive, you know. It's
No, I hurt like a motherfucker.
But I remember those eyes, those scared eyes that, oh fuck, something went wrong, didn't it?
That's actually the only time where I really, really wanted to hurt you.
Yeah, I was misbehaving. That night, I actually braked into my grandmother and grandfather's place
You broke in?
to steal a book. Just a book, to have something to read. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. Nobody woke up.
you couldn't have been quiet.
I don't know.
But they're old, so they
Yeah,
They don't hear so well,
They
yeah.
are old. And then I stumbled.
no, they were old and now they're young.
Then I stumbled through this. I remember this. Stumbled through this big fucking hedge, and fell down like a meter. It's like it ended elevation, and just fell down. Broke my shoe, and landed face down on rock, plain rock.
Ouch.
Picked up a phone, called another girl, which you also met,
Who
was able to sleep at her place, and then tried to find my way home again the other day.
Who's
You were
this?
Matilda.
Oh, yes.
Well, whenever I tried strong shit, like I find it always hits delayed. You know, it's like normal alcohol hits you right away, but it's both really fucking strong and it hits you like with a delay, so
Well-
it's even harder to control.
The absolute worst thing you can do is to sit down while you're drinking hard liquor and remain seated until you have to go use the restroom.
So,
Because that way you will not find out exactly how fucking drunk you are.
yeah,
And
the
I-
restroom is that's where you always find out the truth.
And I remember so many times drinking hard liquor, been sitting, for hours, chain smoking, drinking, taking shots, drinking scotch, all of that shit. And then you realize I really got to go use the restroom. And you get up, and all of a sudden it just fucking boom hits you.
But that's because you're a beginner, man. You know what the restroom
Yeah,
is
I
for?
was a beginner at that point.
The restroom is for taking tactical throw-ups, and then if you're hardcore, you just after you throw up, you go out and drink again, wash away that, you know.
I actually had a period.
But sometimes it helps if you get like a bad drunk, you throw up, and then you go out again and you have a good one.
What-
had a good drunk.
Well, what I usually did for
Never. That's
for
horrible,
like a
eh?
year in high school, the way that I partied was that I drank myself until I passed out. Usually around like 8:30 in the evening.
Because you don't have tactics, man. You'll be
No,
horrible,
I had a
general.
tactic. I had a tactic. Then I slept off the worst. Then I woke up, went and threw up, brushed my teeth, and went back to the party around 11 in the evening.
You should have read the Bello Gallicum of Julius Caesar, the master tactician. He said, I'm a drunko, and then you like go out to the toiletico, and throw upico, and then you go kill Golliuso, and so on. I mean, he killed 1 million people. He was successful.
Yeah.
If that is how we define success, I'm not successful at all.
No, socialism is probably more successful than you.
It is the most successful ideology, of course. I mean, let's just look at the Swedish alcohol shop system. I mean, it's great success. I'm very satisfied to pay that. I'm very fucking satisfied,
And don't you forget it.
Yeah, I'm very satisfied that I can't even go and buy a normal beer in the store. No, I have to go to this...
The
Unlock
People's
and Chain.
Democratic Alcohol Shop.
But it's like never open on the hours you actually want to buy a beer, you know?
But I actually I was visiting a guy and sell a book, and I just sell a book to him.
Speak up.
Yeah, okay.
We're on radio.
You come closer.
But he had a good point, actually, when it came to... He was like, I don't care about the state monopoly on alcohol. But what I do care about is that people try to make me look like a fucking monkey. Every time I want to get a beer on every restaurant in the summer. Going out, having a beer. And you always need to be seated in this sort of gated places. Where
Yeah.
they always have to keep an eye on you, watch that you don't get drunk, and he actually had a fair
Sweden is
point.
kind of liberal, though, on going out being drunk on the street. I mean, not so much.
No,
The
not on
worst
the
thing that
street,
can
but-
happen is that a cop comes and tell you to pour your shit out, unless you're really fucked.
Well,
Then you
I
can-
mean,
but I mean, in most countries, you actually get a fine for it.
Well, here in Sweden, you're not allowed to drink on the street. If you have a drink on the street, they will write you a
Exactly.
ticket.
Yeah, but you don't get a fine, right?
Yeah, you do get tickets.
you're
They just
allowed-
tell you to pour it out.
No,
or something.
yeah, because most of the time they're sort of...
Okay, maybe they can give a fine, but in practice, they just tell you to pour it out.
Well, a friend of mine, he actually got a fine because he was
fighting with a policeman.
No, he wasn't fighting. He was walking about, and a police officer came up to him, and he was like, "Yeah, you're not allowed to have that beer." And he was like, "I'm not allowed to have the beer."
But that was
No,
unusual.
no.
Yeah, that was unusual.
No.
He probably sounded like...
Because like when I lived in Poland, that was like all like it was just a summer day. People were like pretty much sober. They just sit in the park. A lot of people have a beer, and of course the cops come by because that's a big cash in. They just go and give everybody a fine, and they go out with hundreds of thousands of zloty. It was a great day for them.
Well, if they were Serbs, they could say, "Fuck the beer, fuck the pizza, all we need is Slivovica."
Yeah.
I don't know how it is for the Serbs. Maybe you're right.
No, but I mean, basically, the cop was like, "Yeah, you need to pour that out," and he was like, "I don't want to pour it out."
Your problem.
And they were like, "Yeah, but you cannot walk around drinking that." And he was like, "I can't walk around and drink."
So
like,
it was. I can stand still and drink it.
and the cop was like, "Yeah, you cannot walk around and have a drink in the street."
So he sat down.
So he was like, "You need me to get rid of it." And they were like, "Yeah, we need you to get rid of it."
Yeah.
Okay, and then he just fucking downed it in one go.
Badass.
And then he handed him the fucking beer can. And as a thank you for the beer can, he got a fine of about $50.
Actually, this guy I know is a big guy, big bodybuilder, angry guy. The police have... Yeah, he have been sleeping over at the police station a couple of times. They actually stopped him once and like, "You're not allowed to drink in the street." And he was like, he just smashed the beer can, put it on the cop's head, and just on the cheek. Smacked his cheek, and then just went away. The cop didn't lift a finger.
That should get you a fine, though. I guess.
That should get you fined, but the cop was more scared of him than he was thinking about his this month's allowance.
Oh, that is actually quite hilarious.
That's nice.
I've been on Hell's Angels. Always have this big party up in Western Town. We have in the entertainment park, fun fair, High Chaparral.
Yeah.
Hell's Angels always have this yearly big party up there in the
With the kids?
camping. Yeah, with the kids.
Shit.
And my parents were there one year, not with Hell's Angels, but
I'm sure they were, Jim. We know all about you.
but we were celebrating our vacation or something, whatever.
You were celebrating Christmas.
Yeah.
You were confused.
And we were going home one day at the same time as this like hundreds of bikers goes out from the camping over there. And one of these guys are so piss poor drunk. So when he's going to turn in a roundabout, he just continues and continues down in the ditch. And he's so madly drunk he can't even stand on his legs. Some people...
That's a true biker, though. At least. You gotta give
but
that.
some of the guys with all the bikes, they pull his bike up on the road and, make sure he sits down and continues driving. And when you look a bit to the left, the cops stand there and just saw everything, and they didn't even lift a finger.
Yeah, no.
So...
It's too much work for them. It's too much of a risk.
Yeah.
They cannot do that. They aren't getting paid enough to do that. I mean, honestly, can you imagine? You earn about...
Yeah,
I
you
think
earn a
they earn
shit
about
salary.
25,000 Swedish crowns?
Well,
I think it's about $3,000.
It's basically they earn what an
Not to organized
uneducated...
crime. You need like a special task for, like in Brazil, the BUPA.
Yeah, but the
Those
thing
guys,
is,
they
but the
are...
thing is that the Swedish police earn as much as an uneducated factory worker.
Yeah.
An uneducated factory worker. Somebody just goes out right into the industry,
Yeah, it's a really unthankful job, but at the same time, Swedish policemen are like probably among the world's best educated. Because I mean,
Yeah, but it's to a ridiculous amount. They're sort of social workers. They're not sort of crime
Yeah.
figers.
Yeah, no, they should be
but
allowed
in a
to just
way,
fight
it's
crime.
kind of respected job in Sweden, even if not by criminals, but
But by kids.
or just people in average. But you know, when I was living in Poland, people just fucking looked down on police. But in there, the police were fucking idiots too, because the
isn't
idiots
it-
didn't really have an indication there. You know,
Okay.
idiots. Just say idiots. I mean policemen.
It-
I don't have anything against policemen. I just
but how was it with, like bribing and shit there?
yeah, no, not really. That's kind of clean actually.
Okay. I never...
It's just a
I
tradition
couldn't
from the
imagine.
older people, like in the, people like who were adult already in the Soviet age, right? They like still bring gifts when they go to the doctor to make sure they have a good surgery and stuff. But you don't need that, you know. I went to the doctor there. I didn't bribe him, and he did a fine job, you know. I guess the younger doctors actually feel pretty awkward when that happens, you know.
I love that. You will be a good surgeon in our surgery now.
Whenever they had to go to the doctor, I had to go out and buy a gift for him.
Well, you know, my friend Christopher, he lived in Prague for about a year. He was attending the film school over there. And the thing is, in the Czech Republic, you're allowed to have a small amount of cannabis. You're allowed to have a small amount of ecstasy, of any kind of drug.
But you're allowed to have ecstasy too.
Yes, they really don't care. It's about how you do it. If you're at a party where you are basically just eating a good dinner and having a couple of glasses of wine, you know, an adult sort of party with class.
An adult party.
with class, yes.
With class.
Oh yeah, true, clothes, yeah.
Class.
So that's actually-
Class.
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 Fucking deaf.
But if you make too much noise, you will hear a knock at the door, and when you ask, "Who's there?" Mechka police.
Mechka.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
I would be more scared of hearing Mechka than police, I think.
And then when they open up the door, they're standing there with their fucking service weapons drawn because they've received a noise complaint.
It's like these Latvian potato jokes. It's like, Latvian farmer sits at home. He hears a knock at the door. He asks, "Who's there?" Voice on the other side say, "It's Potato Man. I come to give you free potato." Latvian man opens the door. "It's not Potato Man. It's secret police."
But the thing in Prague, anyway,
Wait, just one more so the
Okay.
audience understands
Okay.
it. It's basically about everybody being piss poor in Latvia, so potato is luxury, right? So there's this one that's very simple. It's like, two Latvian farmers lie on the ground and they watch the sky. They see a cloud. One man sees potato, other man sees impossible dream. It's same cloud.
Well,
Well, to deal with the police in Prague, anyway, whenever they go out to a place like that, doesn't matter who you are. If you're a foreigner, they will usually go, "Okay, now since I come out here, my boss tells me we need to get money from you. we want 8,000. They have something that is called basically like a crown.
yeah, I remember.
And most people, they get scared and they just pay them. But my friend Christopher, the first time this happened, he was like, "Yeah, who's your boss?" And they were like, he's down at the police station." "Well, take me to your boss." "But it's weekend, he's not there, you know." "Okay, but if you want money from me to give to your boss, you gotta take me in, arrest me, and I will stay there until your boss arrives. And then I will give him the money personally." It's too much work. Have a nice evening.
But it was the same when I was living in Poland, you know. I was like, before I knew any Polish, and we were like, just out to some place, I broke like a glass in a nightclub. At first the owners, they wanted me to pay money for it. But I was like, said, no, you have to get the police. But then they got the police, and the police actually got there, and they were like the same. But then I actually paid the money, because I was like, okay, the police is here, okay, I guess it's real then. But then they told me that, no, you shouldn't give the money then either. So another time when I actually did something really wrong, I was like riding the tram without paying.
Yeah.
And they took me out there and told me I had to pay. But I knew that you shouldn't pay, so I just sat there with them for like, and then they're like, screw, we go, bye. But I had to spend like 10 minutes with these gorillas on each side staring at me also. But eventually they just went away, you know, because they couldn't bother.
At the same time, you're a bit scared. You're in a nation, you don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, first
rituals
time I was kind of scared, but then I was kind of scared next time too. But I was, you know, I knew what to do, you know.
Yeah, but you're thinking like
So
Poland.
just
It's an old communist country.
Yeah.
What the fuck will they do to
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel like you have no rights.
Yeah,
They will
but-
like put you into a fucking
Yeah.
jail and nobody
This
will
is
know.
Mr. Electrician. He will take care of your balls. It's like that.
Now it's time to go to Gulag. You will have very nice tourist experience, my friend.
Exactly, but they probably can't do that in Poland. But I'm sure if this was like in Kazakhstan, where it's still like a fucking communist regime, then you could probably end up in big trouble if
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Or in
Then the
North
police
Korea.
could probably. They probably can't take
or
that in Poland.
Belarus.
Poland.
Remember-
Poland is a modern country now. But,
But remember the guy in North Korea for like a month ago
Well,
who was
that's-
arrested, who died like a month ago because he was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
trashing a government sign, which is a fucked up idea to begin with.
Yeah, the tourist.
Well,
But he showed
yeah,
up dead,
but-
and nobody like.
No, they kept him in like a drug-induced
Yeah, it was
coma.
called Warm Beer.
Yeah.
This was a funny name though, Warm Beer.
Yeah, no, but he was kept in, I think it was a drug-induced coma.
Okay.
Just,
But he
and-
died.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know.
No, but that is the speculation. That is the signs that he showed. Because when they woke him up, he was basically, his
But why
brain
would
was
they
shutting
drug
down.
him?
Because he was an American tourist that they arrested. If he
But
was,
did they give him like truth serum or some weird stuff like that? Or?
No, I just think it's practicalities to keep someone in a drug-induced coma. I mean, it means they don't have to
Practical? Oh, come on! It's expensive as fuck to take up.
No, but you
that
don't.
must make
But
sense.
if you drug someone, they don't know anything about your system.
I'm
About
sure-
the system, they aren't able to say that they use these programs.
But
They do
being
this.
in
They
a
do
coma
this.
is not a good idea. Then they get really expensive. It's probably really expensive for
Fair
North
enough.
Korea to hold him there for 11 months as a vegetable. You know,
Fair enough.
it was probably a drain on their state budget. That's why they sent him.
Yeah, because you can't whip him.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's the thing. And I think there's a point to, keeping the secrecy of how the penal system works. Because if you have an American citizen that is let go after being in state prison in North Korea and he comes back to the US, don't you think the CIA would be like, yeah, we want to talk to you?
Well, but come on, they already have other people that they have released after a while that were alive.
Well,
who got
you
back.
have
So
people
doesn't
that
really
have
make sense.
escaped.
Yeah, but it's-
And then you also have all these North Koreans who run away from these prison camps.
Yeah, but
They are
there's an
sort of
issue there.
biased.
No, but there's also an issue there because the
They're
North
from the
Korean.
neutral people of Republic of Korea.
Yeah, the friendly neighbor.
Yes, but
Friendly
West Korea,
na-
of course.
Friendly neighborhood communists.
No, but the thing is, I think it is a government psyop operation from the Kim family just to spread disinformation. But there was this one guy who went out and he wrote a book, and his story was just picked apart as a complete and utter lie.
Yeah, I know, it's probably a lie. I just mean there are people who tell shit, so I just mean they didn't need be warm beer.
Yeah, but they would get more reliable information from Warmbier because A, he speaks the language.
But I think
B,
there was
there's
like an
something
American guy who was
completely
like
different.
6 months or something in a prison.
Oh, there wasn't he in the prisoner of war prison? That was during the war.
No, this is like recent. I mean, it happens like every second year or something that they arrest some American. It's a pretty bad idea to go over there as an American tourist, it seems.
It's a bad idea to go there. Period.
Well, I know, they actually don't usually look up. I haven't heard them capturing anybody from another country though.
But I enjoy hearing about people. I want
I
to
mean,
go
there's
to
even
North
idiots
Korea.
who film things they shouldn't, and they even get away. So I don't know.
Yeah, but when people say, "Oh, I want to
They
go
just-
to North Korea," and they sort of get the tour,
Yeah,
and what the fuck do you know after that? Nothing. You learn nothing about the country.
You get to sing Anarchy in the UK and scare them to shit if you do it the proper way. I love that
Well,
scene.
you still get to experience prime communist propaganda in person, so that's pretty cool, you know. You get to experience
those
what all the
fucking,
diplomats and everybody went to experience when they
And
went to Soviet
everybody's
Union.
walking around smiling on the
Yes,
street.
so it is kind of worth it, even if it's not real Korea, but you get to experience a real thing.
Yeah, you're right.
You
I
get to
wonder what
experience
you
a
have to
real
pay
fake
for.
reality.
What, you have to pay to go there?
Yeah.
No.
That's the thing, it's too expensive for what you get. I think if you want to experience a communist state, you should just go to Transnistria. It's like on the border of Moldavia.
No, just go to Belarus.
But
They are more modern, actually.
Yeah.
You should go to Transnistria. It's bordering
No, just
Moldavia.
go to fucking Cuba.
But in Moldavia, the communist country still rules, so it's traditional Soviet communism in a micro-state.
Well, it's
like
traditional Soviet communism.
I like what I
Yes,
hear. We should do
traditional as communist can be, you know.
we should do a field trip.
We most definitely should.
It should broadcast. Oh, you guys didn't know about this place?
No.
Need to go there.
Yeah.
Well, you've been living under some capitalist rock. I mean, this is
Yeah.
paradise.
Yeah. I do. And most of the times I should spend time reading, but most of the time I just masturbate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
At least you get exercise.
Get my
That
cardio
is
up.
why you have such nice
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah.
You must use both your arms then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have such...
I usually do
We have
it.
to edit something, right? Isn't
no,
that
no,
proper?
we don't
all of
edit
this,
anything.
We don't edit.
That's the thing, because what you say is what stays.
forever.
Because that is sort
That
of
is justice.
that is something we try to make as a selling point, to make these sort of more
Controversial people.
that are more scared of the light, that are usually edited to look ridiculous.
Yeah,
But here we make ourselves look ridiculous by the lack of editing.
Yeah,
but that's the point. We are talking
yeah,
shit.
I don't care at all, actually.
Yeah.
But
By the way, speaking of talking shit, there was
Oh,
this
come
thing that I had earlier. You're going to fucking love this.
I am.
Yes,
He was pointing at me.
Okay.
both of you.
I was looking down at the couch because
Because
tried
you're
to-
doing like...
I tried
You're
to-
being social the Asian
Yeah,
way.
but I'm trying to figure out when my next wine bottle is coming.
You get like one each hour, right?
But
Club Jim.
it's always wine o'clock.
You can join the, like the mystery club. You pay like, and you always get the mystery wine sent to you every day.
There is actually.
The wine club.
I'm trying-
If it wasn't for like this freedom monopoly state store that we have, I would totally start a wine club.
Yeah, and just buy cheap
New
glycol wine.
each day, and people just get around. It would be pretty cool, you know. Because, you know, it's kind of interesting. You usually don't try things in this system. Because of socialism, you don't feel like trying things either. You just go with
No,
what's
you're
safe.
scared.
No,
Yeah, you're
but
scared
the
of
thing
trying
is,
new things. But this way, in a very solidaric way,
Jim,
everybody gets the
you
same.
pick the delivery times. You pick the amount of bottles. You pick how many times per day you want delivery. Club Jim.
Jim rides the bike.
Yeah, but you can have like a taste guarantee, you know, so people won't be scared to try it. They get a random wine, but you drink it before to make sure it's good.
But I think I should put some glycol or something in it so I could make my whatever.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Yeah, but the BBC,
Oh yeah,
which is tax.
It could mean two things.
Yes, I'm not talking about the porn thing here.
Okay.
Yeah, not the British broadcasting cunts.
Oh, bless you.
British
Thank you, motherfucker.
broadcasting cunts.
But they have started with tax money the /pigeon, which
The
is
black pigeon.
no PIDGIN.
It's a stool
Pigeon.
pigeon, the snitch.
Fucking hell, fucking.
You tell on your neighbor in true socialist fashion.
But
Oh.
I'm just going to read
Really?
this. No, I'm just going to read
Is
this.
he fucking with me or is
He's
that
fucking with you.
Okay.
I don't know what is gonna happen.
I'm just going to read this.
Just like in a gulag, you don't know what will happen the next day, comrade. It's
You
Just-
get surprised.
Just
Just
the
go with the
headlines.
flow. You should have gone with the flow before, but you ended up in gulag. Now learn, comrade. Go with the flow from now on.
Well, please continue, Fred.
I'm just going to read this as is. Kenya. Opposition, they celebrate court ruling. The court give judgment on Friday, say the presidential election where President Uhuru Kenyatta win. They invalid, null and void.
So you didn't win the cheat.
World Cup qualifier. Cameroon go battle Nigeria. Cameroon and Nigeria go battle each other today for inside the God's Will Akpabio International Stadium. But it's basically written. as African accents.
Oh, it is.
Yes,
Why would they do that?
because
It's English.
it's the soft bigotry of low expectations. You cannot expect. I mean, according to the BBC here, you cannot expect immigrants to learn to read English properly.
Because that is basically
But
like
this is like a special setting, right?
no, it's,
No, Pidgin is a language, right?
it's a way of writing English.
So okay, so you change it to Pidgin.
No, you just go bbc.com/pidgin.
But can you get it in normal English?
Yeah, bbc.com.
So Pidgin is like you change the language on the side to Pidgin.
Basically. But it is also specified for their region.
Ah,
So-
so it is because there's like a guy who first writes it in normal and then he writes it in retard and they put up both. It's like double work. Right? If it's the same articles in both languages.
What not?
yeah, please.
Are you getting
Oh,
the restroom?
Yeah.
Alright.
the woke. They woke. Oh, you seen?
Take a walk.
No, yeah,
He's taking the walk.
yeah,
Take a
the
long walk
woke,
down a short
the
fire.
woke.
Yeah.
No, take a long walk down a short fire.
Yes.
Yeah. But you seen the message boards after Assassin's Creed
Oh,
Origins?
yes.
Stay
Oh, yes.
woke, mate. Stay woke.
Stay woke. To explain to those who haven't checked it
Oh
out,
yeah, sorry.
Assassin's Creed is releasing like an origin game set
Yeah.
in ancient Egypt. And just to make certain that they pander to the ingrate citation marks,
Say it.
right audience.
Okay. I thought you would say the Kang's audience,
No.
not the Kang's.
I'm getting to an expression with that later.
Oh, please.
So they decided to make the Egyptians black, which, you know, you're thinking, okay, it's Africa, fair enough, except that genetic evidence shows that the dynasty of the pharaohs that built the pyramids was most likely of Greek origin. And many...
Not Greek in origin, but share the gene pool. Of
Yeah,
the Greeks.
so they were basically Greeks. They looked like Greeks.
Yeah.
And the message boards, anyway, people decided that this was very funny.
Yeah.
So you got loads of topics that read, we, all in capitals. And then somewhere come, was, and then we was, ... question mark, Kangs. And the mods of that forum board, of that message board, they had loads of cleanup to do.
Yeah, they had.
Did you find it?
No, yeah, I'm trying to look for it. But I'm actually kind of disappointed that they... Not that it's set in Egypt, I think that's a really marvelous place to set it. But the time period of, like, Ptolemy the 14th and Cleopatra the 7th and Julius Caesar and shit like that. I think to someone that just know about Egypt from the... Maybe I should save this discussion until Dirk comes back, but for someone who doesn't know about Egypt and just know it's from the fucking Asterix comics...
That's
Oh.
all you need.
Yeah, oh yeah, Cleopatra. But no, this is far from the most interesting part in, like, the Egyptian power game.
The most interesting part in the Egyptian power game is when the
It's fucking your
aliens
sister?
came down.
Oh, yeah.
The
okay.
aliens came down and
Oh.
gave them anti-gravity technology
Yeah.
to build the pyramids and
Oh, yeah,
graft
the
them
pyramid
together
building.
perfectly.
I actually thought it would be like the sister fucking part, but no, maybe it's the pyramid part that is the most interesting.
Yes, I think so, because you
No,
can feel
it isn't. No, it isn't.
I think so.
It's doing the pyramids in a game like that. It's too much time. The Egyptian civilization is developed, but it isn't monumental in that sense. It doesn't exist everywhere. It just exists in specific spots. I thought actually they should do it during like the 18th dynasty. And here it comes back. Great.
Yes.
Because-
John Cena. Put that sound on in the aftercut, you know. John C.
Yeah,
No, I
I know. We don't do that.
Oh.
We are boring that way. It's too much work to edit shit like that.
Yeah, let me quote Futurama. What do I look like? A guy who's not lazy? But yeah, we're basically discussing the new Assassin's Creed game, which
Did you see the message board?
Didn't play it, or what message?
no, it isn't released yet.
No, the new Assassin's Creed is set in
Just for
Egypt.
information, I didn't play it. Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, in ancient Egypt.
It kind of seemed boring, but it's not ancient Egypt. It's actually Ptolemaic
Yeah,
Egypt. So it's
exactly
Greek
what
Egypt.
was my
It would
point.
be more interesting to put it in like real ancient Egypt, because that would be something I would rather see.
Yeah, which was basically also my point. Fred wanted
I
to
knew that you
yeah.
guys would work
Fred
together.
It's
wanted
just
to
we never agree when we're in the same room.
Fred
Well,
wanted
I
to
agree,
go.
but you know.
Yeah, Fred wanted
You're a
to go
rebel.
back to. Yeah, my eyes are kind of far apart. No,
That
but
makes you a rebel. Like how
A
recruits for the
genetic-
Rebel Alliance in Star Wars, they look Admiral Akbar, his eyes are really far apart. You look like a rebel.
I just do that joke because it's funny. But yeah,
Was that what you were thinking of?
no.
Oh.
No, I just use this eyes apart, your ears, as just things like that to make the genetic joke, you know,
Oh.
not pure genetic quality.
Born to be a rebel.
Yeah, your bad quality gene pool. But
Not like Stalin, mustache strong.
oh, I don't have good mustache.
But you're right.
Not right now.
No,
No,
we-
have a very good mustache.
No, I feel I have too bit.
It
of
doesn't
shit.
have a mustache, it's the same hello.
Yeah.
You have more
I
mustache because
have-
you have a gap here.
Yeah, but the sad thing is about my mustache is that I have such a short upper lip, so I can't get the good.
The lady is writing.
Fucking yes. My
This
wine
wine
delivery.
bottle is coming.
My wine delivery
His
woman.
lip is not shorter than anybody else's lip. What the fuck is the guy talking about?
No, but
Yeah, it's short.
yeah, I didn't think
I tried to have the.
Do you mean the section here? Do you mean at the
yeah,
actual lip?
I tried to have
You want to have an actual big
a
lip? so
tooth,
you
a
look
toothpaste. No, a toothbrush.
You want to look like a
mustache.
goldfish.
Yeah, exactly. I want to look like a goldfish. No, the thing is, I tried to do the stash, you know.
Yeah. Like the great man. Huh?
Yeah, but I have too short of. Maybe I have a too big of a lip or too. I don't. I try to figure out this shit.
I
You
think
fill
you
him
need
in
more
already.
hair there. It's not the lip. Just saying.
Oh, fill him in with the pyramids and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but basically, I find the most exciting bit is trying to figure out how they actually built the pyramids and why they built them. And I mean, the obvious thing to put in an Assassin's Creed game is the aliens arriving with
Yeah.
anti-gravity
Yeah.
guns and just...
Well, I normally don't support, but Assassin's Creed is about aliens. I mean, that's the bullshit story. But
yeah, it's about...
That's
the-
another reason why the game sucks.
I mean, it's
I mean,
an
it sucks for a
interesting...
lot of reasons, but I mean, the whole alien backstory is just annoying.
I mean, it's
No,
an
it's not the-
interesting concept, but then they should make a game about that. Not try to weave it in a somewhat historically...
But they just mix mash everything, you know. They're
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
But the
historic
thing is
aliens,
here-
and they have this conspiracy. They're trying to hide it from us.
The
and they
thing
have
that I wanted to
aliens.
discuss with you ain't the fucking ancient alien bucket of.
So you didn't
Why
tell
not?
what he...
It's basically smegma. That is what it is.
I don't believe in it either. Let's just tell what you want.
But no, but the thing is, I think they put in such a boring period of Egyptian power game. The only thing that will
Yes.
happen is that a country will be conquered because of weak leaders. I think the game should be settled far more back in like the 18th dynasty.
You just know they're gonna fuck everything up. They're gonna make Cleopatra Greek, and no, they're gonna make her Egyptian again.
Yeah.
Like, you know, look, it's so stupid.
They are not going to make a Greek. That's the thing.
Yeah, this thing, this is not Egypt. This is Egypt.
Ruled by
totally
Greeks.
Hellenized and ruled by Greeks or Macedonians. Cleopatra it's never been an Egyptian name. It's a Greek name.
Yeah. And she is... Oh, what the fuck is the
And she's
word?
really 100% Greek, because
Yeah,
their
she
family
is.
had a tradition to always marry their brother and the sister.
Yeah, but the thing is that the family is also started by a Greek general who fought under Alexander, which is basically Ptolemy, which is the name father of... Oh, fuck my English.
Yeah, so they will fuck up everything, because they're gonna make this a story about Egyptian freedom or something. But Egypt isn't even free, or...
No,
Is
but
there an agreed
But
contribution?
they will basically make it the world according to the Black Israelites.
in my view, actually...
If they wanted to make a
the
good
Black
story
Israel.
about its struggle for independent Egypt, it would be like when the Persians conquered Egypt.
Yeah, or
because
the
that was a
new-
native. That was the last time Egypt had a native dynasty, for fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
or the fucking civil wars after the first... during the first interperiod period.
Yeah, the Hyksos period.
Yeah, when they tried to make the country fuse back together, when everybody is split up under different warlords. That would be fucking interesting. Or during the period of fucking Akhenaten, when you have the priesthood and the society really hating on the fucking pharaoh, and you try to help that guy out.
But I think I actually have to agree a bit with Fred, not about the aliens, but the best setting for ancient, it would be around the time when they were building the pyramids.
You think it would be?
Because it would be kind of cool story, like this pharaoh who wants to make himself like a god or something.
But
And he makes everybody
I don't
do
think
really
it is
hard shit. It
one
would be
pharaoh per pyramid. I think this is sort of like a generational project that lasted several hundred years.
Please continue smoking that.
But we just...
No,
But
but yeah, I think
with
it's more to that.
but we're gonna go with established history, which Assassin's Creed kind of does, but shits on. But anyway,
Yeah.
then it would be like one pharaoh who wanna make it, and it would be a good story
Yeah.
about subjugation of people. It would be like the first time, kind of, you can make
Yeah,
it
the
like,
Templar. It's basically the first
Yeah,
time in
it'd be like the
history
first
where
Templar.
really...
he makes them, submit
They
their
could
own
even
will
go
and
in
worship
like-
him as a god, and it would be like the...
They could basically even go for the slave shit. that
Yeah,
is in-
exactly. Even if they didn't really build by slaves,
But
but you
I-
can pretend. So it can be like the
Yeah.
origin of slavery.
I
and
think it's too far its origin of slavery.
But yeah, but you totally match your left-wing agenda, you know. It's not
You
true,
make the
but-
assassin a stereotypical New York Jew. I Gewalt! I need my ass straight.
Well, this would be before the Jews too, because I mean,
inhaler?
or the pyramids are supposed to be before the Jews, though.
Yeah, but they didn't know that back then. When history
Back
was...
then, but Assassin's Creed wasn't made back then.
But when history was established during like the 18th century, they didn't know that.
But on the other hand, their narrative is that everybody's a lie, everything is a lie, everything is a conspiracy. So you can say history is false and make
Yeah.
up what the fuck they want.
We
They could basically have like the Aztecs ruling Rome. I mean, there's shit on every. Why not?
There we have a perfect sitcom, by the way. You make it about the Jewish slavery in Egypt,
Yeah.
and you make it a sitcom where every Jew is like a New York stereotypical Jew
Yeah.
with asthma. I need something to help me breathe. I need like an inhaler.
I need someone to... Oh yeah, I remember.
I can
oh
totally
no,
see them doing that.
no,
yeah.
I don't want to go down this thing.
What?
Because,
I like the
because
Rageaholics comment on Assassin's Creed. It was like this is made by a team by a multicultural team.
Yeah.
So he said it basically means that brown people worked on it. People.
You can't play that.
It was so silly, you know. It's like basically some kind of disclaimer. Don't feel offended because your
Yeah.
guys worked on it.
yeah, because they'll have that for all games. It started with the first one.
Yeah,
The
it's so
first one-
annoying.
The first
don't
one
know,
I
it's
did.
just-
The first one I did actually like when it came out.
Yeah, that's true. It was a good game
Yeah,
because it wasn't so convoluted bullshit.
No. It was fun. It was something
And it
actually
makes
where.
sense because that is the only game you actually played as the assassins.
Yeah, and it makes sense because that is the only time period when the assassin
Exactly.
was there.
And that's also the problem. I mean, if you go back, all other have been after that time,
Yeah.
right? But now we're going to have one before. But
Yeah.
the assassins didn't exist then.
Yeah, but the thing is also, when it comes to shit like that, everyone seems to know about the assassins and the Templars, and I know it's conspiracy history and shit like that.
And it's
but-
also so stupid that no matter what age they are, and they're always called assassins and
Yeah.
Templar. It's like
They never reform. It's never a
yeah,
rebellion.
it's like they're still stuck in the Crusades even before they were Crusades.
Yeah,
Fair point.
So it would make no sense to call them Assassins and Templars before the Crusades.
But the thing, what they are trying to do,
Yeah, but the name of the organizations are stupid. I mean,
yeah, I fully agree. But
Were you going to comment on this also, Fred? My
but
my wine delivery woman is sporadic at best.
I see. But basically, the message board on the official Assassin's Creed forum is all in caps. We was, Hold up.
What?
Hold up, hold up. There's
We
Hold
was,
up.
We was hold up.
You don't know about
We
this
were.
shit? Wait. You don't know about this shit? This will be funny.
Whole love is basically, but then it is Turkish language option. Then capitalized again. We worse? Question mark.
Worse. Is that like a mix
Worse.
of word?
Kangs.
Oh, you heard about him. Yeah, good.
Smacks lips. We smacks lips. What was we? It's so fantastic.
Oh, they're spamming it.
Yeah.
Plus a Turkish language option. I wonder if that's trolling, if that's serious. That's what you should investigate.
No, but I mean, what they're trying to do with
It's not
Assassin's
realistic unless Faroes speak Turkish.
Creed,
Yeah, I remember watching this, and I was like 13 or 14 at the time. You have to remember the age. You don't know much at that age. But they made a special about the building of the first pyramid. And the fucking pyramid builders were running around and shouting in Arabic to each other. And I was like,
But that's wrong.
yeah, that's wrong. And I knew it when I was like 13 or 14
Does
years
it
old.
speak Kemite?
Yeah, but the thing is, it isn't that hard to know.
well,
Everything to
and
distort. I mean,
the
Egypt,
truth
Egypt-
doesn't fit the narrative.
Egypt is probably the country with the most distorted history in popular culture. I don't know.
Yeah.
Among them, anyway.
I think you're
I
right.
mean, everything about Egypt in popular culture is totally always fucking wrong. The only
Yeah,
one that was kind of right was that Rome BBC series, that have actually made Cleopatra agree. It was pretty
I
right.
never seen it.
It was that
It's
she was
on
really
my
ugly, but
but it's on my
that's what
viewing
incest
list.
does to.
which one? What was it called?
Rome.
Rome,
It was
the
only
sea
called
series.
Rome. Two series.
Yeah.
2 seasons. I never seen it.
Right, that
I
one.
only enjoyed. I love
It's not a
the.
great series.
No, but
it's
I-
kind of it's good attached to the details, just a bit boring.
Yeah, but I love old movies about Rome, but never. Never seen that.
My favorite thing connected to the Romans when it comes to popular history is the musical by Stephen Sondheim
okay,
called
here
A
it
Funny
comes.
Thing Happened on the Way to the
Please,
Forum.
yeah.
Are we gonna hear more of this fag shit again?
No, that was it.
Oh, you're not going to continue?
you're-
Oh, then I
you're
don't need to
gonna
pick
talk.
up my cell phone. Oh, that's great.
I just wanted to make that remark.
I've heard about that musical so many fucking times.
Yes.
It gave me asthma.
It's getting you asthma. no, but
No, I guess musicals are not always good. It's just if are you into
some
it or it's
musicals
poison,
are most
to
definitely gay.
yeah. I gotta admit though, I kind of thought that this movie version they made about Phantom of the Opera was cool somehow.
I fall
Well, that is
asleep
one
to.
of the really gay musicals.
I love the
But it was a
19.
movie.
Yeah, but I love the
You see that?
1925 version of it. But I did fall asleep to the 2000 or whatever. You heard the story.
I think so, but please tell it.
Oh, you want to hear it?
Yeah, it's a
because
good
I
story.
told this in a private setting with you and your mother,
Yeah.
and your mother was like, "How dare you?"
You criticized the musical.
No, I didn't criticize it. I fell asleep.
Put your fingers up here and we will get the beating stick. The red rod, like in the
Yeah.
old schools.
I have some.
You have the man version of it.
Yes.
This is male teacher here. No, but I
It's a
had
heavy
this
bamboo stick.
stick. I had this girlfriend back in the days that were really fucking pissed off at me because we were only watching my movies, and I was like, "Yeah, that is because I have good movie taste." That worked for a while. Then,
That's really fucking diplomatic, man.
but then, but then loves sort of started to stagnate, and I was like, "Okay, we can watch one movie." Of
So
yours."
it tells you that if you really love a woman, you don't give a shit about her opinion.
Exactly.
Let's continue talking. But I said, okay, I give you one chance. And she brought up Phantom of the Opera, and I think I did fall asleep after 10 or 12 minutes into it. And when I did wake up, she was staring at me. I was like, "Yeah, you really made this evening great for yourself. You know that?"
I got me influenced by my sister. I blame her. She made me watch it,
So I actually
My sister is also the reason I kept watching Buffy seasons after they stopped going on TV, because she was like buying the DVDs all the time.
My sister, I can only blame her for
But at
one.
that time there was nothing good on
your phone
TV,
is
you know.
ringing, Jim.
There was no Game of Thrones or anything. So what
What
do you
the
have to
fuck?
watch? Buffy was pretty cool when there
sorry.
were no Game of Thrones or Spartacus, you know.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Poor Jim.
Good we got rid of him, huh?
Yes, with
Fuck
three.
Jim now.
More room for just us two.
It's like basically there's like a permanent attack on their forum.
No, it wasn't permanent. It was.
It's a screen grab, or
It was just for a time because they.
yeah,
started,
I guess it's not like that. They must have cleaned that up quickly.
Yeah, they did. They actually.
They totally
purged it.
deserve that though, because they're like.
Yeah, they are pandering to the worst demographic they could pander to. They are pandering to the people that aren't buying games. They are pandering to, the leftists that are sitting taking, neo-Marxist classes at fucking universities all about.
I mean, I stopped buying Assassin's Creed, I guess for two reasons. First, it's kind of boring and well, actually,
Repetitive.
I bought the first one and it was old, so
Well,
the other one I borrowed, you can say.
Well, I see.
Yeah, I guess it was technically better, but it was fucking boring because they turned it into GTA and all that. And it's like bullshit. You run around, customize your appearance. You don't want to do that. You want to be an assassin. It should be short and,
I
to the
really
sharp point.
Yeah, I really enjoy Black Flag.
I
the
didn't play
pirate
that.
version.
But I guess it's because it's not really an Assassin's Creed game. It's a pirate
Exactly.
game, right?
It is actually perfect. I think they've taken the engine and the way it works.
And they pretty much remade that game a few times over, didn't they?
Yeah, but they are actually going to make a full-blown pirate game with the engine from the pirate engine that they had in Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Yeah, I guess that might probably be the best one. But I don't know, I just got antipathy to the series after the second one.
I hear you. What was she saying?
No, it was the tattoo girl we talked about earlier, and she has called me one time before, and that time a guy basically was about to rape her.
Does she call you because you two got lots of tattoos?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
has made
sorry.
some tattoos on me.
Yeah, like
But-
buddy.
Why did she call this time?
Yeah, that is why I freaked out and just ran out of the room, because
Yeah.
last time she was basically being raped. She asked me if I had jumper cables.
Oh, to start up her car.
Yeah, which I don't, because true story actually, my dad told me don't keep any jumper cables around. People just want help. People just want you to help them. Then
Yeah.
don't bother.
Just tell her to put on.
No,
she
she
could
has
lift her skirt up
She has
just above
people
it.
around. I told her
I'm
go
sure she will
to.
solve it.
She's like 300 meters from a gas station.
Yeah, just push it. Fuck. It's not like a.
No, don't
everybody's
push
pushed
it.
a
Go
car.
and buy some jumper cables.
Or go
Well, you
and
need a
ask
car
them.
to jack it up with, right?
Yeah, but she does. She has an employer which do have a car.
But I was saying she was just gonna, just put on Metal Crew, Kickstart My Heart, and the car will start.
That is actually true.
It
It is
work.
true.
It is
Okay.
true.
I never tried it out.
Oh, you should try it out.
Yeah.
Another song that you could try is Manowar has a song. I'm just
no, come on.
Great Balls of Fire. No, it's like the great.
Everybody ought to have
Wheels
a
of Fire. That one will start a car, right?
Yes, Wheels of
Wheels
Fire.
of fire across the sky. Bob.
Then you also have
It's good that we talk about
controls
Manowar because
our
very few
goddamn
people
lives.
know about them, so this will be educative. But I guess either we're not gonna play them because they're boring. We're gonna sing all their songs.
No, we're not going to sing.
But the intro to All Blown Away Like a Shot from... That one intro is good.
Oh, which one are you thinking about?
Brothers of Metal, right?
Yeah, Brothers of Metal.
How does it start? It starts really cool.
I forgot.
I just like those lines.
But
Is this Manowar?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I fucking think Manowar is laughing stock.
Well, that's the point.
It's because you laugh at the wrong stock, man.
But
I'm
a serious man. I can only digest hard black metal and classic music.
Well, the thing with Manowar is that it makes you feel manly, powerful. When you hear, I mean, you could write a Manowar song easily,
if you feel silly listening to it, you're doing it the wrong way. You know. You're supposed. It's basically like that song from Orgasmo or what they call this.
Yeah,
you know,
I
now
love
you're
that.
a man.
Now you're a man.
But without being a parody, you know.
Man.
That's what Manowar is.
Yeah, but
It's
I
even
love
called
that song.
Manowar.
Yeah, no, but
They are named after the battleship.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I love that
I
song.
think it's actually
now.
called. It's supposed to be Man of War.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what the.
But I
battleship is.
love
I'm
that
not sure
song.
it is after the battle.
I love that song from Orgasmo.
Yeah.
I listen to it every time I shave off my
Exactly.
beard.
It's a parody, but it gets
No,
you pumped
but
up somehow.
yeah,
right?
but when I shave my beard and sort of feel, no, I don't want to be shaved. I listen to that song and my beard pops out again.
But why do you shave though?
Because I have this sort of thing when I had a cold and I'm snotty and whatever.
Then you
Then
just
I-
get rid of the moustache
I
and
can't-
look like a Muslim for like a week.
I can't. I just need to shave them.
You go down the street and cry randomly. Oh,
I don't even care if I eat a bad pussy when I have a beard. You know, I can wash it off. But when I had,
because you will have one in your face anyway.
but when I've had, you know, a cold, I can't stand the beard. I actually did. Oh, please continue this. I will show when I had a
Yeah,
cold.
talking about cold. Why does nobody ever have a warm?
Yeah. But when I had a cold the last
That's
time,
fucking Mitch
no,
Hedberg, though.
but when I had a cold
like
the last
I-
time, I tried to what is the name? Well, what is the word?
Ejaculate.
Do you have it in Swedish?
No, I don't.
Massacrate.
No, I tried to compromise with myself, and I will show
But
you.
that's a hard word.
No, yeah, I will.
It is.
I will show you. So please continue talking about beards while I try to
we
find a
can't
picture.
talk about anything because every time
It's
you
a
start, you just come in
three-syllable
and...
word. And a three-syllable word is actually quite complicated.
What about 4-syllable words?
Well, 4-syllable words aren't as complicated, especially when it comes to remembering. Because
Well,
you
I'm
see,
gonna
the thing...
ask you, Fred, do you know any 10-syllable word? Because that would be...
Well, most certainly I know 10-syllable words. I'm just not going to name them because I'm not giving them away.
It's secret.
I did the-
But it basically starts with really Cthulhu.
Okay, I found it, the picture. So, the last time I had a cold when I shaved off my beard, it isn't so far back.
It's not your religion to shave off your beard when you have a cold.
Yeah, it is my religion.
Because then you're not worthy of having a beard, because we
It's
can't
called
have a
the
beard.
it's called the limp dick gym religion. No, so I tried to have make cool sideburns,
I'm
but
not sure if you want to join. No.
they're fucking marvelous.
You need to send me that picture because that is going up on the Facebook.
we need to edit Wolverine claws here.
No, I did that because I thought it would look cool, but it didn't look cool.
That is fucking brilliant.
It is.
Yes, that is the new.
It's not so bad.
That's the new show logo.
You know,
I'm going to put that in on fucking iTunes and
Yeah,
everywhere.
you know what would be funny? I mean, you have like this kind of
Make a new
going
back
this
group.
G.G. Allen thing, beard and shaved hair. But you know what would be really funny? You have a shaved head and you just have this sideburn. Shaved hair and sideburns.
I was
That would
like,
be funny.
no, but I told my girlfriend who took the picture. I was like, yeah, I look like a man of, you know,
Of wealth and taste.
yeah,
you know,
and that is why I love the 19th century so much, because when you see a man, you can just look at his moustache and you know, that is a guy of influence. I can trust that man.
There's a man who has hunted a mighty elephant back in faraway Africa.
No, but we seriously need to make that the show logo.
I sent it to
Good.
He
How
taught
did
the
you send it to
natives
me?
how to speak.
through Facebook.
Nice.
With his mighty thunderstick, he slew the beast.
I actually have another picture that I did try before you came back from the States. I tried this out, but it wasn't such a great success. But at least I grew a manly stash.
Oh
the
my
audience, we
word,
write
you look
that
like
now
a
looking
porn
at-
star.
Yeah, that is what, my girlfriend actually didn't want me to shave it off. She was like, "Oh, daddy."
You look like a pedophile.
Yeah.
like the pedophile version of Walter White or something. I don't know.
I never seen that series.
I know.
Or maybe
the
like the
final
Mythbusters
season.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the walrus.
Yes.
But why was it red? Are you red? You have red beard,
I have red in my beard,
but not
yeah.
in your hair.
No, not at all.
He has a hint of ginge on the fringe.
Yeah,
Well, it basically means you were supposed to be a pirate.
it does.
Well, I mean,
Why?
he's a
Why
rare
didn't
guy.
this? Why wasn't this a part of my
There's
education?
a pirate called Redbeard, right?
No, the Blackbeard.
Captain Blackbeard.
So, well, Redbeard is a Viking then.
No, Eric the Red.
Yes.
There is somebody
But
called Redbeard.
Bluebeard is the serial killer, right?
There is somebody called Redbeard for sure.
I will check this out because
Yeah.
I am a nosy motherfucker.
And in the meanwhile, I will comment on the way that Jim is using his phone. He's writing with his thumbs, which is something that I find quite retarded, in all honesty. It is one of the great mysteries of the design.
It is
I'm
a
gonna tell you
movie.
something, Chuck. I write with whatever finger I have available.
Yeah, which finger doesn't? No, I shouldn't use a mama joke. Was the nickname Redbeard was the nickname of a childhood companion of Sherlock Holmes.
Redbeard.
Redbeard, yeah,
It must be somebody else.
and it is a movie by Akira Kurosawa.
Japanese don't have Redbeard.
No, but we haven't seen the movie, so we don't know what it is about.
You want more?
Oh,
Or
please,
something.
yeah, but my Frederick
Your
Barbarossa.
future ex-wife.
Yeah, Frederick Barbarossa was known as Redbeard.
Yeah, that's it.
And
So you're
Frederick-
basically the rightful heir to the throne of Germany. Just go down and claim it. But they actually believe that Frederick Barbarossa will rise one day and save Germany.
Yeah, that's the
They believe he
myth.
sleeps under a mountain, but he doesn't sleep under a mountain. He's
But
here.
the thing is,
Ich bin Friedrich Barbarossa.
if I should shame myself a little, I can actually tell you where the red beard is coming from.
if you
it's-
shave
it's-
it, then you will know.
No, it's from a Danish gene, actually, on my mother's side.
Oh my! You're part Dane.
I am like
That's disgusting. You shouldn't have kids.
I know because
Danes are filthy people.
Yeah, I enjoyed reading about Gustav Vasa when I was a kid, and he actually has a quote that you shouldn't trust a Dane who isn't hairy on the palm of his hand. You should just trust Danes that are hairy on the palms of their hands.
By
I
the
never
way-
heard of this. Sounds. Why would he say something like that?
Because it was
Was it like demented at the time? Is it like
No,
just
because it was a
spouting bullshit?
hostage- no,
This is
because-
my words of wisdom. You should try a guy with hair on the.
yeah, because Danes with hairy hands doesn't exist. You shouldn't trust Danes, motherfucker.
But,
You're right.
Could you ask?
He was more
your wine
intelligent
delivery
because
lady if
Tavasa
she could
was
bring
too
a
intelligent.
bottle of Coke.
This is why I'm not gonna research Gustav Vasa because he's too intelligent. I can't understand him.
Well, you are quite intelligent from time to time, good sir.
But not of such a high level as,
Well, good
as
sir.
great Gustav Vasa. I mean, he's like the overmind, you know.
You could always grab Jim's telephone number, don't you know, and give him a phone call whenever
yeah,
you
Jim
feel
will write my
uncertain.
paper.
No. He can help
And
you
we'll get
discover
nothing
it.
for it, but he would just do it as a good deed.
Yeah, sure. Because I'm the guy that does that. You know that I'm pretty.
That basically sounds like a promise.
You know I'm pretty actually known as a local asshole from the village I come from. I'm from a bit north.
Wait, give me a
north
sec.
Were you exiled?
Sort of, yeah.
I'm just going to take a note. We don't use locations like that because it's a
Oh,
small
sorry.
place.
That's okay. That's a no-no. Cut that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing it's on live.
That's the only thing I'm
But
going
it's
to
just hard, you know, because we say about all kinds of things and then we don't know. Yeah. Okay, so just cut that bit. You know,
Yeah.
it's not live, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I can ruin something else by saying it, and you have to cut it. Okay.
Yeah. No, but
But then he shouldn't talk about where he is from either.
I am the
this
village
now.
idiot.
Yeah. He's from a suburb.
Oh,
No,
so this.
it isn't a fucking suburb. It's a fucking village
Yeah.
full of hicks, and I am the hick.
Yeah, but basically,
And you're full of it.
Yeah, I'm full of it.
they used
Everything
To
you want me to be full of, I am full of.
have, they used to have
Protein
industry
bars.
up there. He's full of protein bars.
Yeah, I am from Israel heritage.
Oh.
No, that's the old joke. because I have this. I lived with a
You
truck.
can make good-
This will sound pretty strange, but yeah, I lived with a truck driver once.
Oh, yeah.
No, I rented a room, and I have these
It happens.
curls. Yeah, I have these curls on the
Oh,
side
yeah.
of my head,
Me
and
too.
I am straight haired. Otherwise, but yeah, I had this. Yeah, and he was like,
Hey, don't make fun, I got it too.
and he.
Oh, my hair is extra curly here,
Yeah.
and it's darker.
Yeah, and he was like,
People say you're like black-haired here and curly.
yeah, but he's sort of he's scared of Jews. He has this sort of
It's like Borat in the movie.
No,
like,
but
they're
yeah.
coming under the door.
Yeah, he has this sort of phobia against Jews. Actually, this is true. I live with
And we're
a
not
guy.
talking about orange juice.
No,
Deep water juice.
no, but he's actually scared. He has a
He thinks the
phobia.
Jews will exterminate him.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he does, and
He has the reverse Nazi syndrome.
and he looks at me and is like, "Those are Jewish curls," and I'm like, "I will go and cut my hair." So then this joke started.
maybe this proves that Hitler survived the war, and it was like
Yeah, and
you found him and you lost the opportunity.
and he's now a loudmouth guy from the southern part of Sweden who drives a truck.
He's driving
well,
around.
you know, life has its peaks and its bottoms. But he tells that sometimes when he's drunk. I was Führer once, and nobody believes him. This is perfect disguise. Even if he went out and told everybody he was Hitler, nobody will believe him.
Yeah, he has a truck driver body now.
Yeah.
Truck driver's physique.
Yeah, he changed body. His
Yeah.
power was infinite, but then he ended up in a truck driver body. Now he's stuck.
It's sort of like the power of the emperor. He is reborn time and time again and takes the shape of the one person that you would never suspect.
He's clone.
He's a clone.
Didn't he have clone
I
bodies?
didn't follow you on that joke.
But that would not be.
it's
I mean,
rather
didn't he
obscure.
have
I'm not even
clone
going to
bodies
go
made?
there.
That's what I read from Wikipedia. That he made clone bodies.
The
and
Wikipedia.
It would be pretty
Yeah.
easy
You
to
guys
understand that.
Sorry.
What?
Oh, this
us
guy is
guys-
too cool for us. You're too cool.
You guys are fucking too deep now.
What do you mean too deep?
You're fucking too deep.
No, but I love listening to Star Wars shit, but this is just too deep.
What is?
It's just
too deep?
extended universe, which is no longer canon.
It's horrible.
It does actually exist.
I actually haven't read the books, though. He wins.
Okay.
I just read
But
it on
have you
Wikipedia, but I read a lot of Wikipedia.
It is a guy that has his channel on YouTube that is fucking marvelous. He calls himself like the expanded universe expert or something like that.
That's a
And-
very
and he-
imaginative name.
Yeah, but in every video he comments like, "I am the expert on the expanded universe, which is not canon anymore." It's like so fucking depressed about it. I spent my life reading the Star Wars books, and look what happened. My life investment.
But I couldn't bring myself to read a Star Wars book because it feels kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
It
basically
feels like George Lucas
bodybuilding.
is fucking you in the ass.
Yeah,
if
but
you
it's
read it.
basically bodybuilding. It's a waste of time. It gives you something, but
Everything is a waste of time, though, in a way. But
oh, you want to have that discussion? Oh yeah, let's bring that discussion.
oh, you being all self-righteous and bullshit. I mean,
But the thing,
it brings you joy.
the main point.
Yeah, it brings you joy.
The main point of the expanded universe
I just
is
mean people does what brings them joy.
that the emperor
no.
did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I wanted that.
the
point. I
Emperor
wanted
did
that-
something wrong, but the
Yeah,
Empire
he-
was correct.
No, he didn't do anything wrong apart from losing.
He trusted Jar Jar Binks, which was his worst mistake.
Oh,
which
you-
ended
you-
up
you-
in a
you-
conspiracy that Jar Jar Binks started. It put the waiter against it, so Jar Jar murdered the Emperor.
You're one of those. Well, the thing
No,
is,
yeah, okay, I'm a total asshole. Piss on
Or
everybody now.
he just
Sorry.
plays the devil's
the
advocate.
thing is, I'm a
and you
purist.
and you lack a sense of humor.
I gotta say though, it was kind of a good move in that movie where they actually made Jar Jar actually do something important. That was pretty nice. And then they took him out from the movie,
My
which was also
fucking
nice.
wine delivery woman.
But honestly,
I know.
I just mean that's complaining
no.
about
You can
Jar-
continue that. You can continue that. But I have a thing later. I actually fucked up someone who was a fan of me because she was a feminist. We will discuss that later. Please continue, Star Wars.
yeah, on the show.
No, but the thing
No,
is...
no,
So why are you informing everybody, fucker?
no, I haven't fucked her. I fucked her
Fuck,
up.
you are a fucker.
Yeah, I am a fucker.
Yeah, he's a
I
filthy
lost
fucker.
the thread. I just
I am
meant,
a fucker. You can see that my eyes are far apart. I told you.
I just mean it's wrong of people to diss the new ones because of Jar Jar. He's not the main problem there. It's
But
just
the thing is, when it comes to the prequels, the only correct answer is what prequels? You deny their existence and you keep on denying them. Because that's the only way you will feel any kind of peace in your soul.
Then you will never get to see Darth Vader as a kid, which will make him more powerful and scary to see him as a little kid, right?
You know that I have a knife on the table, right?
Oh yeah, it's a machete.
It's not a big knife, but it's not about the size. It's about how you use it.
Isn't it like in Blackadder when he like grabs a pencil and like, I can tell you, Baldric, that an eternity with Lucifer and all his little devils will be nothing compared to 5 minutes with me and this pencil. It's not about the size of the stick, it's where you get to put it.
But the thing is, the only thing the Emperor did wrong was losing.
Oh.
That's the only thing that he did wrong.
Do you think the Emperor would have been corrupted by power?
No, he was...
He was a good guy.
He was a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very stand-up. I mean, the thing is...
But he mostly sat down.
Yeah, because
He didn't really bother with, the regular day-to-day life. He just wanted loads of taxes to invest in his weapons program so he could defend the galaxy against the extragalactic invaders.
Yeah, because the thing is...
Yeah, he was a hero.
Augustus never actually either got the Emperor madness. It comes farther down the line, I think.
Yes, plus...
Yeah, Augustus, I mean, he didn't even kind of call himself Emperor even. It's kind of just been translated. He was... No, he didn't have like he didn't have a hereditary title for first.
No, he just had an honorary title.
Yeah, exactly. He was like called Senatus Principes.
Or whatever.
It's the kind of thing you only remember when you just read it. But it's like Principes.
Dictatus Dicus.
Principes for sure, and Senatus something.
Yeah.
It basically
Biggest
basically the title meant he was the greatest senator.
He was
the first
big,
among equals.
Yeah, the biggest of the diggers.
Yeah, but he was the one who ran the shit, of course. But he didn't have a fancy title. It was only at the end of the Roman Empire, right before it collapsed, the Emperor suddenly got the idea, hey, I'm God, I'm Domitus.
Yeah, but you start with that shit already with, like, Tiberius, I think.
Yeah, but the thing with the Emperor in Star Wars...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Star Wars,
I
yes.
think Nero,
No, I love Nero. Don't toss shit on Nero.
Only one.
Just
he won everything on Olympic Games, so it's kind of like the...
Yeah, and he won, like, more... what is it, like...
Is this like a Kim winning at the Olympics?
That was I was about to say, yes, he's exactly like the North Korean leader. He won everything because he's a dictator.
Yeah, but the funny thing with Nero is that he is supposed to have won more artistic sing competitions than were like days of his reign.
That too, but the best was his last words. Like, what a shame the world loses such a great artist.
Yeah, I love Nero. I love every... And I love
but he was like a comedic villain.
Yeah,
you know?
but I love the myth about Nero because, okay, he was an asshole in real life, but when history puts their hands on him, they have him like sing to the slaves that burns to death in Rome, and like. I mean,
no, he lighted Christians as torches, but I think actually Nero hasn't been that unfair treatment. I think it's more Caligula is over.
That's a really unfair treatment.
That's the one, yeah, because Nero kind of did this. It's just. He did his stuff, just when it was viewed much worse than that, and then we kind of not completely understand why he was considered such a villain. Because when we read the stuff he did, it doesn't sound that bad, except some things, of course.
But Nero is
Caligula is just lies. I mean,
yeah, but Nero is a fascinating narcissist, I think. Caligula is a sharp guy.
He was a brilliant inventor. I mean,
yeah, Caligula is a sharp guy. That somebody that wrote history didn't like.
It was too bright for this world.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of like me.
Yeah, exactly. Because when history gets their hands on Fred, they will be like, yeah, and he made his dick his What the fuck is the English word? Sorry, I destroyed the word.
Are you talking about Caligula?
No.
What
No,
about my dick?
I just tried to
Say
make...
the word in Swedish.
I just tried to make an incitatus joke about
Very Latin of you.
in about Fred's dick. Like, Fred named his dick his successor, but it dies with Fred or something like that. But yeah, it wasn't fun because I missed the pun about not paying enough ambition on the English I was supposed to read at school, but I was looking at newspapers with naked girls instead. I am sorry about this.
Well,
We have to bring in your teacher now so you can apologize to her here.
you
I'm sorry, Mr. or Master or whatever.
Master.
sorry, master.
For
That was
being a
fucking
bad
terrible.
boy in school.
I was so...
I was so naughty in school.
No, I didn't have any ambitions at all. I was like the biggest dreamer, but the guy with the zero ambitions.
It's sort of like me back in junior high. I remember I was actually sent to do drug tests because I was so disinterested in everything that went on around me.
Yeah.
I walked around with these big ass fucking headphones and just listened.
Oh
to
yeah,
music
you were like
An emo.
you were a really bad dresser at that time as well. When
Yeah,
you
I had
like
baggy jeans.
It
Yeah.
still is.
no,
Really, nigga?
but then
Really, nigga?
then it was horrible. It was
Your
horrible.
trench coat is too short.
This is not a trench coat.
Exactly.
It's
That's
a
what I've
jacket.
been trying to tell you, man.
This is a leather jacket, sir. A leather jacket.
It's like that. It's like that Clash song. I got my motorcycle jacket on, but I'm
no.
walking all the time.
Precis, exakt.
Nice switch to Swedish there, sir.
Oh, I fuck.
Yeah, you fucked up now.
Oh,
Where was a steel knife he got stabbed with, or whatever?
Well,
It's a lovely song, though. I really like that. Everybody hates that album. It's like one of my favorite Clash albums.
no, but I like it.
yeah,
what
I
the
guess
fuck
we
his
have no
name is?
taste, but it was.
I am tasteless. Taste is somebody else's problem.
What was it? It's cut the
I
crap.
have fine
Yeah, cut the
taste,
crap.
though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I like that one.
Oh, you
Because it's most of Joe Strummer on it, and I actually love most of Joe Strummer's
Well, I mean-
solo things.
After he died, the Clash stopped to exist. I mean, the Clash is John Strummer, obviously.
But I'm not a bad dresser. Good,
Well,
sir.
the songs were really nice. Like, I am a dictator.
You know that this guy were a blazer for like every fucking event in like years. I remember because you were always showing up in different kinds of blazers, and it was to the point because you didn't have any money. It was before you took that teacher's
Oh,
job.
you don't mean blazing, you mean
No,
the
blazing.
clothes.
Oh. You actually had
From one
holes
blazer to another.
on your elbows on
Yeah,
those
yeah.
blazers because you were wearing them out. I never have wear out a blazer like that.
No, I worn out my fucking blazers. But the thing is, it's pointless.
Oh, it was
to
that
have
Alex
all the
Jones hum. You heard that? The do it again.
I don't.
Alex Jones, the best, is always pissed.
Yeah, that makes the quality of a good leader.
yeah, that's right.
And I'm tired of them putting chemicals in the water that turns the fucking frogs gay.
The rains are too damn high.
Alex Jones, did you see the video with him being attacked?
Nope.
Yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah, we'll take it off air later. He was attacked up in Seattle. Someone threw a cup of coffee in his face. Like a hot cup of coffee.
It's not nice.
It's not nice at all.
But he was pretty short. I was actually
Did you meet him?
no, but you see that in the video.
He's about Jim's size.
Yeah.
About your size.
No,
That's
Dirk's,
why you hired
Dirk's
a
longer
girl
than
with a
me.
big dude, so he's like the same length, right? That it's on his face.
Dirk's longer than me.
He's taller than you.
I think Dirk's longer than
Such
me.
a big guy.
No, but it isn't an achievement being taller than me. But
But it is some kind of achievement.
I saw. I've been working, and I saw two guys walking through the store. Both of them were at least a head taller than me. At least a fucking head. One guy was just like, walking behind him. He was hunched over as well, and he was still like a head taller than me.
You're
I was just,
you're
oh
a really
my-
short guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking 6'3".
I mean, me and Jim are normal, and you're a dwarf.
Really, nigga?
Yeah,
Really?
we had to spend time on, developing a sense of romance, a sense of intellect, choosing the qualities where to get our way with things. And you just had your, he's tall, he's scary, he's big. But we had to work on it.
He worked on his accent,
Yeah,
so.
we are the victims.
But
We are the victims here.
Oh, okay. It's good. It's all good.
You are the privileged motherfucker in this room. Have you
Yeah.
checked your privileges today?
Yeah,
Sir.
I checked my privilege, and
Oh,
I'm
you
tired
did.
of your shit. And I do have a knife.
Oh yeah, come on. Give me
You
the
wanna rub
knife.
it up?
Yeah,
You wanna rub
yeah.
it?
I am the victim. I can take a stabbing because it's for the good cause. I'm virtue signaling.
every day is a stab.
No, but I mean,
Every breath I take.
But I mean, just to play out Caligula, he was a good guy,
yeah,
He was gonna go to war with Britain, but he saved a
Who
lot of
was the
lives
good
because
guy?
he said like he just told his soldiers to go out in the sea and stab the ocean and bring
Caligula.
back-
We're talking Caligula now again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he basically
No, but
I
I-
conquered the seas,
No, but I like him. He is a sharp guy that made too many enemies.
Yeah.
That is my.
And
view
but
of it.
basically was a friend of the people, but an enemy to the Senate.
Yeah.
He killed a lot of senators in the arena or some shit like that. But they were there to watch people die, so they
You
were
haven't
fucking
done that.
assholes.
I like
What
the
makes
guy
them-
more and more for everything I find out.
because the senators were there to watch people die,
Yeah.
and so he was annoyed that they were laughing at people dying. So he ordered his Praetorians to push everybody who was in the front row out to the arena to die themselves. I mean, he actually made a statement.
But the thing is also
We
when-
should do that with our government. By the
yeah,
way.
and then he named a horse his
Yeah.
horse a senator to just show how meaningless the senators were.
Yeah, they
Which
were-
He was just too honest.
And that horse was like dressed in gold because of that. And I think they served him like golden plated oats or something in the horse.
I bet he got murdered because of that, because they found it insulting that he named that horse. Because I mean,
Yeah.
the
murdered
people
him.
loved him,
They murdered him like during a gladiator game or something like that. He was like walking out to take a piss or something like that, and they stabbed him to death.
I mean,
But I do love the Malcolm McDowell movie, the Caligula.
I actually didn't see it because it was
Okay.
boring.
Okay.
I tried to
did
watch
like
it, but
I did like it because it was so over the top.
maybe I wasn't in the right mood to watch it.
Because that was the funny thing with it. It was over the top. No use at all watching it if you don't want to watch. If you want to watch
Maybe
something
it was
serious.
just because it was too much things that were over the top and too little story.
Yeah, but if you in the mood of that, it's a great film, I think, and lots of tits. And
I like tits.
yeah,
Well,
Tits
but
is nice.
the thing is, if you want to watch a porn movie, it's the wrong thing, and if you want to watch a serious story, it's the wrong thing too. Then it's like
yeah.
you don't get what you want
I
by
tried-
watching Caligula.
I actually am in a bit of a battle with myself. I've watched Nymphomaniac Part 1 and 2 now, last from 3 years.
Do your woman make you watch it?
No,
What?
you
No, I watched.
You did it on your. Oh, okay. It's alright, I guess.
I watched it 3 times now, and I still can't decide if it's a strange porno or if it's a bad movie.
It's a strange
I had a
porno,
friend who was very
definitely.
strange. His favorite movie was like American Psycho, and he honestly wanted to be like Patrick Bateman, and I thought that was
Yeah.
kind of creepy.
That is really creepy. That is.
It
fucking...
was really creepy.
I saw a bird of prey. flying
No.
by.
The thing is, he watched the movie and he looked up to Patrick Bateman. You're not supposed to do that. You're just.
I was that kind of strange teenager as well, because I
I
thought...
like the movie. It's great to watch.
No,
it, but you
no,
don't want
no.
to be Patrick Bateman.
No, but when I was a teenager, I was like, yeah, Ed Gein had fascinating taste.
But nobody seems to ever talk about the extremely fascinating thing. First, Christian Bale plays Bateman, and then he plays Batman.
Yes, and
Okay, are you sharing his pattern creating shit to pattern things that doesn't
he's
exist?
actually getting fucked in the ass by Obi-Wan Kenobi in one film. It's a musical film.
What kind of music do they play when he fucks him in the ass?
Oh!
Velvet Goldmine.
yeah. No? Is that the name?
Yeah, it's
Are
a
we
musical.
talking literary?
No, it's a musical.
In
that
which
they made.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, the old one, or sorry, old...
No, the new one.
McGregor,
Yeah, Ewan McGregor plays an artist that fucks a journalist up the ass.
A Nazi.
An artist, a singer, a performer.
I guess that's what artists do to journalists, though, isn't it?
Fucks them up the ass.
And then laugh. Well, this is art, and they're like...
As an artist, you don't have any power over journalists.
Well,
But as an autist, you do.
Autist?
yes, autist.
I wish.
Autism. Well, I mean, technically, the news cycle is being run by 4chan, which is basically a bunch of autists. That
Yeah,
are
I am
bored.
amazed on the work those guys actually are able to put through, that gets into media.
It's insane.
And the media doesn't realize where it begins because the fact-checking is
It's
lacking
one of these
to...
boards I find difficult reading. Same with Reddit. I just hate the thread structure. It's hard to read it.
I kind of enjoy 4chan. It's hard to keep track of, but you find the popular ones quite fast, which is usually the operation ones. And then you have the serious operations, which is kept on like a Discord server, where they basically plan the more advanced raids. And this is where 00 Dipshit was conceived.
It's about raids now. I thought there was a picture for them.
Well, it sort of
changed.
is. It sort of is, but it is
Now it's like a terrorist
Yeah, it was
cell.
this old... Well, my face...
Now it's
when-
like a terrorist network.
Oh, I don't know.
No,
I
it's
never
not a
used it.
terrorist network at all. It's basically a bunch of shit
Freedom
posters.
fighters, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not even that. It's just a bunch of shit posters that want to show the world that this is how fucking dumb the media is.
Yeah.
Look
I
here,
get
we
the idea.
will
It's
put
just so
out a
hard to
story.
follow.
We will put out a story about
Yeah, the milk.
not only the
I don't
milk,
know.
but
I'm out
the
of touch. I just have
the
difficult
entire
feel.
Golden Shower Gate when
Yeah.
when Trump was supposed to have been in Russia, renting the presidential suite and having Russian prostitute pissing at the bed because he hated Barack Obama, and Barack Obama had been sleeping there.
Why
That
you
was
want
a
me to
fucking
do this, Mr. Bush, Mr. Trump? Well, because I hate Obama. Now piss on me, bitch.
Yeah, no,
No, they just pissed on the bed.
yeah.
Oh.
And this blew up. This was actually in the mainstream news.
Yeah, it was in the
cycle.
Swedish news.
Yeah,
And when it's in the Swedish news, you know it's gone around the world already.
yeah, and just it's just so fucking silly. Obviously, if you just do a simple Google search, you will see 4chan.org, and you will know that this is the B board, or this is the poll board, or this is any of the fucking boards that are just tired of their shit.
I don't know much about boards. I don't know much about them boards.
I just know my skateboard.
We actually do have a wine delivery woman that will be able to come as fast as she can.
Which is how fast?
I don't know.
We're gonna dance now.
But we will.
Should we take a short
No,
break?
we will take the break when she.
Take a break.
We will take.
a break.
We will take the break when she arrives.
Yeah, when she arrives, we'll be taking a break.
Alright.
Yeah, no, but where were we?
Here's the awkward moment when the guy walks out of the room. It's like, are we supposed to talk about him now?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's listening to his own episodes, but I do know that a couple of his friends are.
Oh.
So, we should...
Does he have friends?
Yes, he does.
This is to Dirk's friends. I'm watching you.
Yes, and I'm watching you too, furiously masturbating.
Spanking the monkey until it burns.
Uh,
I actually got a bit... I'm going to France on Monday.
oh,
Yeah.
ooh la la.
So I tried to learn some French phrases.
The only
And-
thing you need to know is voulez-vous que j'ai avec moi?
No, it's the most important thing I learned is to sip a glass of red wine and go, bah, ouais. La vie, c'est dur. That is the most important thing I've learned about French.
What does that even mean?
Life is a doll, basically.
Wha-
You mutter around it that
why is this important?
Because I am a poet that will be going to France, and I will drink wine, and I will sit mutter a lot to myself. I need to know la vie c'est dur then.
Man,
But-
that is like the most pretentious shit that I've heard today.
But the thing is, I try to learn myself some French phrases because, it will be good to know, like check your allergies and stuff like that. And my girlfriend actually told me, like, please, Jim, don't talk French. You sound so feminine. Please, speak. I like when you speak German. Keep to the German. Not in here, no.
Not in here.
Typiskt.
You need to go to the
He
kitchen.
usually
area.
bottles it up.
Yeah, do you want
It's a
some?
fake comeback.
We can use.
Fyllan stor så slipper man...
Let me just see if I can find you a bottle that's somewhat.
Germany.
There's a bottle.
Germany.
Yeah, you can use that. Just rinse it out. There's been some coke in there.
Some coke in there.
Yeah, some cocaine.
Shady.
Yes, that's basically funny. So that is why this other girl that actually lived like a year in Paris told me to, if you want to sound manly in French, you have to ba, which basically is just French for so you need to go where, la vie c'est dur, or l'amour c'est dur, love is dull. I love that.
It's.
Or du point, which I think is 12 points.
I think it's.
So if someone
2 points.
no,
de.
no,
De.
no. I actually learned the word 12, so maybe I mispronounce it. But 12 and 2 is basically the same word, but is how you pronounce it.
On a scale from 1 to this, she's about a 3.
Yeah. Not the girls, but maybe the food. I will, because I don't know any other numbers in that sense. I only know that. And then you have to go point, which is basically points. Point.
I sort of agree with your lady.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
I sound feminine?
How do I put this in a politically correct way? Basically,
Yeah.
if you spoke French
Yeah.
in that manner
Yeah.
to me, and I was French,
Yeah.
Say pardon my French.
I would have a strong feeling that you would actually like to suck some dick.
The fun thing
If
here
you speak
is
French, you always have a strong feeling too.
the fun thing here is that I learned French from a girl. I didn't learn it from a guy, so I don't know how to use my Adam's apple.
You got...
I get that. Yeah, great.
It's not much for me either.
It's the dick. It's
It's the tail end.
Yeah, yeah, whatever.
We'll
it's
soon
called.
get reinforcements.
Yeah, we will receive a bottle in reinforcements, and some coke.
Yes, and some coke.
I hope we will be on a silver plate
Oh.
by a stripper.
Is she here?
As usual.
Or what's going on?
No, we're planning.
Oh, you're still planning?
Well, no, but she will tell me when she's on her way.
see.
Oh! I love that.
Are you in the middle of something?
Yeah, we were talking about my girlfriend don't want me. I'm going to France on Monday, and my girlfriend don't want me to speak French because she thinks I sound feminine. She wants me to sound masculine, which I do when I speak German.
That's a dilemma, because if you speak French, you will sound like a fag, but all other French do too, so you will not sound more fag than anybody else.
I
And
know.
if you speak English, they will hate you.
No,
I will
they,
speak
they
French,
don't.
maybe.
You actually,
But just not tell anybody.
you just have to be polite about it. You have to tell them that, excuse-moi, monsieur, vous parlez anglais, monsieur. You just have to be polite
But then
about
you
it.
first still need to speak French.
Yeah, sure,
But
sure.
if you start with
I agree.
English,
Pardon. They know pardon.
excuse me, French.
I do beg your pardon, you
Excuse me,
French cunt.
you French bastard, you fucking baguette.
as
Why
long-
won't you talk to me?
What I have learned,
Saplan-moi, motherfucker.
what I have learned just about France,
Like a French pasta.
but
you know.
France are basically like Stockholm, just in bigger format.
So
If
they are
you-
cunt.
No, if you are
Yes.
polite, you will get somewhere, but only if you are polite. If you're rude, they don't want to do it.
Why would you
They-
be polite to assholes?
Because you're in a country amongst assholes.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, but in
do you
Stockholm
know,
we have no reason to, because
Dirk,
most Swedes are not
you're-
assholes.
you're-
Dirk,
Stockholm is not.
Dirk,
assholes.
sorry, but don't you know the concept of the grey man? You have to be
green man?
the grey man.
Ah.
You have to be the guy that stands in the background to be able to to be able to survive.
I'm sorry, comrade, I didn't receive your Soviet intelligence training. I'm sure you're a master of subterfuge. You're
You
a
have
great
to-
man.
you have to master dialects.
You always have to agree when
Yeah,
somebody talks.
you have to master dialects. You must
You
master
say you're
quality.
enthusiastic for when somebody says something, no matter how boring it is, you love it. You're enthusiastic. You show them you care about their bullshit. You start drinking vodka, they start trusting you.
But the thing
You
is,
agree with everything.
The one who brings the alcohol is the one who becomes trusted.
You don't agree with one silly thing they don't care about and not seem suspicious, but otherwise you agree with everything. They tell you your secrets.
but,
You get rubles.
but,
You have
You will go not to Gulag.
but
you get rubles.
the thing is, George Alyoshi was walking out of his courtroom and he was laughing. And George Fyodor walks up and he goes, "What is funny?" And he was like, "I just heard best political joke in my life." Well, tell me. No, I can't. I just gave him 10 years.
The thing is, actually, this is pretty funny. I'm writing a book with a Russian character based on that guy.
On that guy.
Because I love the Russian accent so much,
That is quite
Comrade
flattering.
Fedorovich.
and I even call him Fyodor.
Fyodor, yeah, Fyodor.
Yeah, that-
Fyodor is horror. It's better to be named in Sweden, actually. Fredrik sounds a lot better than Fyodor.
Well, but Fyodor is the Russian version of Frederick.
No, but he's actually a
I know,
Russian-
but it sounds.
yeah, but he's a
dumb as
Russian
shit.
guy from St. Petersburg. So, this is the guy I use for inspiration to that character.
I mean, Vladimir sounds more hardcore than whatever the Swedish
Yeah.
person is.
Or Boris. You like the Boris. I know you like the Boris.
Boris is good. It's
Fuck.
what?
No, she's not. I wonder what the fuck this. I wonder what my woman does that takes her a lot of time. She says she was going to iron clothes, but she has to deliver my liquor. We are
1 hour and
we
41 minutes.
we are
in.
drying out here.
Yes. Tell her.
Especially since we are on a deserted island with no food or water. We need liquor to make the starvation and the death easier.
No, to become heroes.
Of the Soviet island. We claim this island with no food and water on it for the Soviet Union. We will call it a revolution workers' paradise
I
island.
actually remember seeing like this documentary about northern Russia, not Siberia in that sense, but northern part of Siberia where the islands are in the ice
they
ocean.
are called like Revolution Island.
Or
something.
whatever they're called, but about
the
the
Black
guys
Sea.
living.
No,
Not the Black
not
Sea,
the
but
North-
but
North
the islands north of Russia.
No, what's called the sea? The White Sea?
I don't know,
Actually,
and
is that sea? Is that part of the Atlantic or the Pacific?
it's
I'm
called the
not
Northeast Passage.
Yeah.
I don't know,
It
but the
must be
thing is,
part of some
but the
sea.
thing is, the guys that lives up there, they survive on the money from mammoth tusks. They dig mammoth tusks out of the permafrost during the summer and sells it to the Chinese.
I guess their
And-
their line of work doesn't really have the future.
Whoa. But their hands was like totally fucked up from the cold, you know.
They're turning into monkey man.
Yeah, the fingers were like in all different shapes and sizes, and you know the knuckles were like big balls of just pain. You just saw that, and these guys like, walking around here, winter, no gloves, like 60 minus or something like Celsius, degrade Celsius
They could just
outside. They
get
were like
gloves, but-
gloves. No, I have vodka. Okay, I do my hands a bit over the stove. Yeah, I'm not cold anymore. Give me potato. No, sorry, distilled potato.
I mean, everybody knows vodka works against everything. It's
Yeah.
miracle medicine. But
They
the
will-
stupid Americans, their propaganda says that vodka actually makes you freeze easier.
Yeah, and
But they're wrong. They're wrong.
And those fucking cowards live until they're 80 and not 45.
A brain man faces death quicker.
No, but I loved seeing that documentary because seeing their hands and their living condition, and they were like, ugh, going around in a fucking truck on lava feet, and it was just plåt.
Metal.
Yeah, but not metal in that sense, but pressed thin metal, and it was the only thing. They didn't even have a stove in that shit to warm them up, and we're sitting there, no gloves, just good communist jackets. That was the only thing, and
Communist jacket. Well,
I just wanted you to know the quality of the
look
jacket.
like? It's like a bear and a man.
you want color 1 or color 2?
No,
Freedom of choice.
This only the people's color. Brown gray.
We have best color. This is people color or no jacket.
People color or go to Gulag color. You choose.
When my grandmother, she went to the Soviet Union to
Oh, she
St.
did?
Petersburg,
Yeah,
and the thing
She
is,
was a spy.
yes,
Western spy.
secret agent grandma.
Secret agent grandma.
No, but basically, they were offered so many times by the local populations a fuck ton of goods in exchange for a pair of jeans, because jeans wasn't allowed. It was too American. You
Yeah.
might get taste of freedom. You
No,
don't
but
want.
I actually
I know
no.
that in old Soviet Poland they used cigarettes as currency. Like foreign sailors came there, and they paid things with cigarettes. They used cigarettes as like the underground currency, so it was like money.
Yeah,
They used to buy things
on the
but-
black market. But
Yeah.
I know that thing about the blue jeans because I used to work with a lady that was born and raised in Ceausescu's Romania, and she said that every now and then they did show American movies on TV, but only movies that were about the people were suffering. Only about the people that did suffer in American society. So they basically laughed at blue jeans. They're like, oh, blue jeans, that's the sign of oppression.
Yeah, this
That's-
is like workers' clothes. It
Yeah.
looks like everybody's poor because
Yeah, and they actually laughed at that. And when she ran away with her family to Sweden, she was like, she was like maybe 18 years old. What? Blue jeans? Why do people want to wear that? And it was this
it's a
total
slave
culture shock.
color.
Yeah, it was like that. It was just, don't they know they oppressed?
Don't call me my slave name. Don't wear the slave color. It's the
No,
same
but
thing.
she actually did adopt Western society pretty well. So much that
I think the illusion only works for a while. Yeah.
yeah, but
You hit
so
my
so much
reality.
so much that she hates the Swedish society today.
Well,
Does he like the
kind
old
of
ones?
No,
much.
she didn't like the old one. She will like a new one totally.
So she hated all Swedish societies, but she adapted to the old one. You said.
No, when she came
adapted to
here on
Western values.
when she came here in like the 80s.
Yeah, so she liked the old values.
Yeah,
That's
maybe,
what I asked.
maybe,
The
or
Western values.
maybe.
Yeah, but
or-
you like she didn't like.
The
But maybe we
values of capitalism.
miscommunication.
Yeah, but she fucking hates what it is today.
Yeah,
but the
that was
fun
not
thing
what I
is,
asked. I was.
okay, but I misinterpreted.
Yeah.
But the fun thing here is that
I didn't cheat. I misinterpreted
Okay.
the rules.
I was I was asked by this guy that made some sort of manifestation down here for the immigrant. No, what the fuck do you call
For or
them?
against?
What the fuck do you call them? I will continue
The
that.
unaccompanied.
No. The European, the EU immigrants, the fucking beggars.
Oh yeah, the
gypsies.
gypsies.
Yeah.
The
No,
Romies.
yeah, but they have some sort of PK name.
No,
do you call
Euro
it?
migrants.
It's definitely
What?
wrong.
Euro migrants.
Yeah, Euro migrants. Yeah, because
It's pretty PK to say PC
yeah,
in English.
but that
to
is
say,
what the
Roman
that was the
thing.
fun thing with it. But he asked me because we were.
But they're not, they're not actually immigrants.
No,
so
whatever. But
They,
but
they
we
just
met.
come and they go. You know?
Yeah, but we met each other during some strange circumstances, and he asked me if I know somebody that knows Romanian, and I said, Yeah, I know somebody that knows Romanian. Why do you wonder? Why are you asking? I'm like, yeah, because we're trying to make this manifestation down here, trying to...
Oh, your grandma?
No.
Ah,
No.
go on.
We're trying to gather goods to them and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, I will give you her number. Because I know what Romanian people think about gypsies. Please, do talk with her.
Oh, so,
And I gave him his number.
but this is the one that moved here.
Yeah.
But, you're not related.
No, not at all.
Ah, okay.
Not
So
at
I
all.
misunderstood, yeah.
Yeah, I'm from a good Swedish-Danish breed with some
You're
sort of
Danish.
strain.
It's
No.
worse than a gypsy Danish.
No, but my mother's side is pretty...
It's your fault with a black plague or black death in the Middle Ages. The Danish poisoned the wells, obviously.
No, but when we check my relatives, it's actually quite fun because we have this blonde and blue-eyed on my mother's side. Like, on her side, we go back to 14th century Swedish.
Constantinople.
No, Sweden. And it's just rural southern Sweden. They moved like... You could draw a square, just like 2 miles there and 2 miles there, and then move during this cycle.
I was looking for the grass green on the other side, and they came back,
Yeah,
and I was like,
like-
fuck it. It's not greener, and they
But my
stayed.
dad's side is pretty interesting because they're like you can go like 150 years back. Then something does happen that creates a child somewhere, and there's where the good dark color in my hair comes from.
No,
that- my-
it was obviously a virgin birth.
Yeah, because
That one birth fucked everything.
and I actually in the story on my grandfather's side is actually that it was a gypsy.
Everybody else says that they're Valons.
No, this isn't. We aren't that sort
What's your
of
eye color?
green.
Oh, it's very dark green.
Yeah, it's sort of.
It's those Danish jeans.
Yeah, but the Danish genes are in my beard and my fair
I
skin.
got a bit green too, but I'm not the Danish.
No, but
jeans.
that's the Slav color. So I always go with
Yeah.
I always go with the thing that I have Slav genes because I can squat like Slav.
But Slavs don't have green now. It's just like Croatians.
I
don't
have
know what-
grey blue.
Yeah, but I have dark green eyes, but they are like
Slavs have like grey eyes usually.
I don't know. They have glassy eyes.
They're soulless. Who cares?
Very icy blue and icy grey. The ones that I've... Then, of course, you also have the brown eyes, but they are most likely from the Ukraine and stuff like that.
Oh, she's here.
Ah, wonderful. Let's go on a break.
Okay, let's cut. Fuck you.
Are you tired of NKVD forcing social media platforms to shut you down? Are you tired of famous video platforms threatening you with gulag for thinking wrong? Now you can tear down wall and support this show by clicking on Mind's affiliate link in the description. To find us, go to facebook.com/greatsra. You can also go to minds.com/same rules apply.
And we are back.
I'm not.
Yeah, we are recording.
I understood that. I was just searching for the awkward silence.
You're all unique. I'm not.
Oh, I love that one.
It's the funniest joke in a movie ever.
I'm not.
You're all unique. I'm not. This is
You're
perfect.
all individuals.
You're all unique. I'm not.
We are all individuals.
We're all unique. I'm not.
No, but let's cut the chase here and the
The second
laughing.
one will be I'm being
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
Oh, fucking hell. You were supposed to tell the story about your
Yes.
feminist fan that you
I've
read.
actually made my first enemy since becoming a published author.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
You are one step away from Tolkien, who had two enemies.
Okay, please explain.
That is very...
C.S.
I
Lewis
will, I
and
will
who?
not explain. I will respect his privacy. Yeah.
You're like
This is
the worst-
first person's
you're like
privacy
the-
I respect.
You're like the worst fascist ever.
Yes, you are. Sir.
No, but
I mean,
okay, please continue, Fred.
She was gonna buy you cola, but she buy you like B version of cola.
Yeah, cola. She
Cola.
bought you cola.
I bought a cola. Were you not happy with this cola made
you
from...
see, in America they have Coca-Cola. Here in Soviet Russia we
You
have
have-
Cola-Cola.
You have American cola.
American classic cola.
It is made in
Tastes just the
Novosibirsk.
same.
Well,
It's made from harvested fetuses.
It is
it's made from American.
It's made from premium American tourists.
American spy tears.
It's called capitalist
Black-
cola. Made
black
from
like oil.
capitalists.
But please tell us about
Okay.
your enemy.
I will try to retell the story as good as I can, but I am not quite sure of the
Which dimension you are in?
precisely the
I should turn off.
the order of words.
Yeah, speaking
when-
of fans.
Yeah, fun guy. Who invited guy?
Who invited guy? I invited guy.
No, but
Guaranteed funny, that was the deal. If you laugh, go gulag.
no, but there was this girl that sent me a mail on my fucking Facebook page.
Did she become a male?
Yeah, she did. Hotmail.
Oh, fuck!
No,
Oh, it's an email. What the fuck? I thought the girl became a male.
no,
Oh,
she
man.
sent me a text like, "How do you become a published author at a publisher?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
I published shit, bitch.
yeah, you need to write a good,
That's a long explanation. The short one is I published.
yeah." I wrote a fucking book. No, but you need to write some sort of accompanying letter that sort of says what you want to do with
Your life.
the book and shit like and what you want to do with your writing career.
Do you have to do that?
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck is their business? They're just gonna sell your
It
text?
is their business because they want to
They're
know if
prying
you're going.
motherfuckers.
They want to know that if you're going to
Become a
help
thing.
them sell.
Or you're gonna be a pain in the
Or,
ass
or
for
if
them.
you're just going to sit there and be feminist and whine in closet. No, so I say you have to write this thing, and she sends it to me, and I review it, and it's got all the feminist keywords in it. So I tell her that.
Kinda, yeah, I recognize some stuff.
Yes, I tell her that. Okay, I think you got something here, but you need to skip the ideological lingo because they will
That's what I
become.
try to tell people too when I
Yeah.
was reading people's paper. Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally get this.
Because I tell her because they will become scared.
Because it's annoying as fuck.
Yeah,
And it makes it basically
So-
unreadable.
yeah, but I try
You
to
can
be,
have a good text, but you have to just put
I-
in all this shit to make it unreadable.
yeah, but I try to be nice here because I feel flattered. Okay,
Yeah.
Can you blame a guy?
Yeah.
So she is this.
And a little bit excited. Oh, no,
I like sex. It's nice. No,
Go
so
on.
she. I asked her a bit. Oh, but what do you do? What do you want to do? How can I help you? No, she was like, I'm a dancer. I live in Gothenburg. In a what the fuck do you call it? Collective?
Yeah.
You say that in English?
Yeah.
a shanty town.
Yeah. I live in a collective. We share on stuff and shit like that.
She has roommates.
Yeah. But in the
She lives in a
socialist,
hive.
but in the socialist way.
A
Yeah.
hive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all girls because she is mistrusting on men, but I seem to be different.
Because you're famous, and or not famous, but she thinks you maybe will be. And, she's taking the bet on
and the
that.
thing, I actually kind of this story has two parts in that
endings.
sense. Yeah, two parts in that sense because I tell her that when I answer her, I am flattered, so I am happy, and I tell her, don't mistake my happiness for something else. I am not trying to fish for anything here. I'm just glad that you wrote me, and I'm kind of flattered. So she tells me more about my book and continues this shit. So I continue talking to her because this is stuff I want to hear. But then the feminist lingo starts to hit. And I sort of can't help myself to start picking in it. And
Well, that's part of what makes life fun.
yeah, so I tell her something like, why do you want to be a cog in a wheel? Why, and a machine that will crash because you prey on each other, or stuff like that. I start,
You're too ambitious.
yeah,
I just will say your work sucks.
now, but I haven't read the book. I want to be honest about that, because it could be a great book. And,
Well,
It could.
yeah, but,
Most likely not.
no, because
you must
she-
have read something, right?
No, I
The
just
cover
read
letter.
the cover letter. I just read that. Because I don't want to skip through 200 pages and like,
That's great. I could have read like bits and pieces.
I don't want to do that because it takes too much time.
You should just tell her, just don't send me a fucking book. I'm a writer. I have to write myself.
No, but I never asked for a book and I never received the book.
That's why you should tell her, don't send me a fucking book.
I haven't contact with her still. she
No, but,
she
but
hasn't
continue.
yeah,
your story.
I will cut the
But
chase.
actually, you did the right thing. I just don't know why you
No,
did
no,
it.
No, but I
man
cut the
speak.
chase here. So we start to have this heavy argument where I use the word
Cunt.
low intelligence.
Ah, almost.
That is because I think it's low intelligence not wanting to define your own values. She didn't want to discover her own value system. She liked feminism because it questions things. And I tell her, yes, feminism questions things. It's just the sad part of it. It just questions things, and it questions the wrong things. And she gets more mad, and then I put in the line with low intelligence, and I get accused of, I don't know the English word for this, but härskartekniker.
Ruling tactics.
Yeah,
basically.
ruling tactics.
I don't think there is such dumb words exist in.
I mean,
I think your
it's
Swedish communist
basically
dumb idiot word.
it is basically
Domination. It will be more like domination.
Yeah.
I try to
Like
dominate through
domination
language.
tactics or-
Because who
Repression! Help, I'm being repressed!
am I trying to judge
But that's
someone's...
what they say,
No, no.
yes, as soon as you criticize them.
Yeah,
it's,
but who am I trying to judge somebody's intelligence based on myself?
You forgot, it's male ruler attack.
Yeah, okay. Sure. But
Male domination.
But then here comes the fun thing. The argument ends because we stopped writing, and I think she writes the day after that. And it's like, yeah, you're a really great conversationist. What are you? And I'm like, what? I'm Jim. No, what star sign are you? And I'm asking her, well, you're superstitious.
You should tell him I'm a fuck you Saurius.
No. That's a good one. No, but are you superstitious? She's like, yeah, I'm a lion. Oh. Okay. I'm a Libra. Figure that shit out. And she does this weird test. Like, where we could be good friends, but we won't be good lovers. So I tell
a fire sign also.
no,
You
but
need to
I
know
tell
this
her,
shit.
well, that's great because we're not going to have sex, are we? Here comes the fun thing.
Did you put a question mark after that?
No,
No, then it's okay.
because the fun thing here is, then comes the argument back into it with me being a male dominant, and she
dominator.
and she like, here's the problem with you being a white cis male. I'm like,
A Sith.
I love being a white cis male. Why the fuck
I'm
do you?
a white Sith male.
Okay,
Like,
no, but
that's in Star
no,
Wars.
because I tell her that because I know where this is heading. I figured it all already. So I love being a white cis male because white cis males were the ones who cured polio. Because I think that's a pretty solid argument, and it's funny at the same time.
Yeah,
And
But polio is not something to make fun of.
no, but she.
it is.
But then she goes,
Really
yeah,
is.
things you're scared of need to be ridiculed, Dirk. No, but then she goes with her hissy fit going through why do I want to defend white males?
Because I'm a white male, you
No, I don't use that argument because I don't go into that trap. And because I ask her, why do you...
It's not a trap, it's just
why do you
white man, what the fuck should I be
Why
ashamed
do you
about?
use the internet, which is an invention by a white male? And she
Stop using the internet and
she
stop
tells
being
me
a hypocrite
that
and
we
start living in a
No, she
house
tell-
made from shit. 'Cause
she tells me that
Greeks
we
are
don't
white and
we don't
racist.
agree. She doesn't hate me, but she don't think we are supposed to be in contact with each other because no, here's the fun thing. It doesn't help her with her strategies.
Of
I don't know. I didn't ask.
I guess she doesn't have a strategy, but if you tell somebody if they have a great plan, people will be curious. They have a great plan, okay.
No,
but you never tell them the plan.
I can't care for her. I'm sorry, I can't care.
That's the mistake of Sickan in Johnson. He tells everybody his plan.
So I made my first enemy as a writer because I didn't want to define myself ideologically. I never told her anything else. I just faced up with her arguments. When I found some rhetoric she was using stupid, I told her.
This is retarded and this is why.
Something like that, but not in that advanced manner, perhaps.
I've completely grown tired. I was actually sucked from Facebook.
Yeah, I know. But the fun thing
just
is...
24 hours, though.
Yeah, it happened
Yeah, I
to me
remember
too,
that because I published a picture of some...
You remember that.
Happened to me too.
I
I was a little
googled that
worried I
and
would
it's-
not be able to meet up because somebody would ban me again.
I googled that.
No, but the thing is...
But if the trick to not be banned is to just write cryptical all the time, so everybody knows what you mean, but they can't prove it.
Yeah, well, I got banned from Facebook. I got ding dong banu for telling someone to stop thinking with a dick.
Yeah, just called somebody a fucking faggot and I go...
Yeah, no,
That's why you should never be honest, you should just be critical, you know.
I try to be as honest as possible. I just address it in very fine language.
I told somebody they didn't have a soul, but they didn't get banned for that, so I guess that's okay.
Because that person was probably white and red-haired.
No, it was a sand person.
Sand person?
A Tuscan raider.
It was a public debate, yeah, Tuscan Raider, yeah, it was okay, apparently.
I never been banned, but I am...
Because, you know, it's an atheist system, they don't believe in souls. It's okay to say you don't have a soul, you know? Probably.
I do actually have a theory regarding what the soul actually is.
Oh, please.
The
This
soul.
is probably
The
superstitious
soul
shit.
is here. On
It's actually not that superstitious.
And we all
this is the soul of my shoe.
Yeah, we get the joke. Please continue.
No, but the thing
Sorry,
is...
Gothenburg sends their apologies for the improper and bad word jokes. Sometimes they strike home and sometimes they don't.
mostly they don't.
But for the few times
Stop
they
being
do,
quiet.
it's totally worth it.
Stop being proud of yourself.
I can't help. West Sweden.
Oh, it's all that
You
white...
shit on my honor.
It's all that cis white manliness.
Yeah. No, but the
It's all
soul...
that cis goffness.
The thing is, everyone is born with a certain set of instincts. You know how to breathe, you know how to scream, you know how to suckle on your mother's titties to get fed in the beginning. You know, all of these things from default. Depending on how you live, your genes is going to tell your sperms that these things are practical to keep around because they were very contemporary for this generation.
I don't think they're intelligent like that.
No, not like that. But the thing is, this happens. As an example, if someone was pregnant during the bombing of a city during the Second World War.
Then you'll grow up to love nukes.
No, you grow up with a certain sense of nervousness about yourself because your mother was in constant fear when she was expecting you. So you were born in fear. You probably didn't scream
But
as
what about the
loud.
genes? It's mostly like adrenaline and stuff. But it's not the genes.
No, but it
directly.
affects the genes.
Or just affects your growth. maybe.
Because you can take
Because,
an
for example,
example.
if you have like high exposure to like testosterone as a child in the womb, then that affects
Then
you.
you
That
will
makes you
become
superior. Because that's when you see your ring finger is taller than your index finger. Then you have high or equal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're also born with high testosterone. And you too.
Yeah. Then
But that's
Perfect
but you
human
see,
beings.
but we're all weird because that's not normal. The normal person has clearly longer index finger.
but
Yeah,
my mother good work.
We're like 20%.
Yeah, but my mother good worker.
Your mother's strong man. You know,
My mother brings meat.
your mother's strong man with lots of testosterone. But that's
We
good
are-
for us guys. It's bad for women, maybe. I don't
We
know.
are genetically stronger than the average person.
Boris,
But it's not genetical. It's just the testosterones change you when you're already made. You know.
Yeah,
So the template is the same. It's just it affects your development.
The thing is, you can take this to an example that the Russians did. They had a cage where they kept rats, and in the bottom of the cage they had electrodes, so they could electrocute the rats. Just every
Why?
time.
okay,
No,
wait. I heard this argument before, but I just needed to ask you this time. Wait. Have you fact-checked this until
Yes,
the time?
I-
Yeah, okay.
But first, I
done
want to
that.
hear why do they want to electrocute the
Because
rats?
I
it's
will
a part
tell
of
you.
an experiment. It's just that every time before they electrocute them, they spray a mist which smells of citrus. So they know that when they feel the citrus smell, something bad will happen. They will hurt. They will be electrocuted. You take their spawn and the spawn of their spawn, and you spray a mist of citrus scent into that cage.
And they react even though
and
there's
they
no electrocution.
panic, even though they've never experienced it. And this usually lasts for a couple of generations before it disappears as a trait.
Yeah, until the religion has died out.
Yeah.
The cult of the lemon. All worship Dark Lord Lemon.
But the thing is, this is genetic memory, and I do believe that our concept of soul.
But maybe it's not.
Comes from Assassin's Creed.
No, that way.
Not Assassin's Creed soul thing. No.
No.
Okay, sorry, I misinterpreted.
No, I do believe that we carry some of the weight of our closest ancestors.
Of course we do.
That assumes that the rats can't communicate efficiently with their offspring. Maybe
Sure,
they can.
but
Well, they separated
No,
them.
tell them about they did.
Yeah.
So they couldn't tell them, about the lemon gas.
No.
Oh.
you should fear the
Are you
lemon
sure?
No.
No.
guy. You just fuck with
Because it could also mean that rats simply are more intelligent than we think.
that, or actually, it is. Of course, some sort of genetic memory is brought down because my mom ain't an alcoholic, but my dad are an alcoholic, and you see what traits what the traits that made him survive his horrible childhood.
You're
I
a
got.
Knights Templar. You seek the Holy Grail. And it's free of vodka and all that shit. It's full of pure water. From the fountain of life. And you don't want that drink, because you're a Knights Templar, Jim. You stand stoically against the barbarian hordes. You're the last defender of civilization and Christianity.
Did I
you
just-
wear the red cross against the
Christianity.
white, and no, you defend this because you believe it, because you're descent. You have Templar blood, man.
Did I?
But
I
look
wanted-
out for assassins, though.
I wanted to level up until I became very Vikernes, but he tells me that I'm a Christian.
Well, I mean,
Do you embrace
Have you
it?
seen that tattoo?
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Literally.
Jesus.
With an apple in the mouth?
Yeah, exactly.
there's
I
a
saw-
ball gag.
That's
kid-
heresy. I should kill you, man.
When I did this tattoo, a kid walked up to him like,
But you having
What?
to wear that, I guess it's punishment enough.
the kid just asked me like, why does that old man have an apple in his mouth? Oh, beautiful innocence.
Ask your parents, lad.
No, it was a girl.
Ask your parents, lass. Go ask mom and dad.
Destruction.
Yeah, no, but I do think that is
Who's that
partly...
then?
I don't know, some sort of nightmarish memory of my... No,
How did the creepy thing is that tattoo is New York nightmares.
no, it's art.
Did you do
No.
it yourself?
No.
So it's a tattooist nightmares, or
Yeah, but the thing is, most of this shit is just art that I like. But, yeah, that's how it works. And then
I don't know where.
and then I'm a bit of a blasphemist. So this Baphomet goes down to my... You know, the Baphomet has a dick. So
Well,
this is...
you are a Templar, because the Templars were executed for worshipping Baphomet.
Yes.
See?
So
I
I
No,
am.
it's creepy. I was right.
He's
You
searching
are
for
a
the
Knight
Holy Grail.
Templar. You pretend to be Christian like the Templars, but you worship Baphomet.
And Beelzebub.
Yeah.
And-
no, just
And
Baphomet.
Faust is like my favorite book, so
Yeah.
Faust is a good book.
yeah.
I didn't read Faust.
You should, but
I can't read every book in existence, man.
you could also read. I actually find The Master and Margaret more.
I never read that.
You should.
Yeah, I know. I download like
I
a
thought that was
tons
just a
of...
Russian TV series.
Yeah, it is based on a book though.
Oh.
I've seen the series. It's actually quite good. It's really true to the book.
I bought some French books actually because
Fag.
I was going to read up some French Nobel Prize people, whatever. Fuck my English!
Is
Just like
this when you got into like this whole art publisher and stuff? You start
No, this
turning
is earlier.
French.
This
you
is
start
earlier.
getting corrupted.
I love Napoleon since like I was a kid.
And Napoleon wasn't French.
No, but
The
he's
trick is
a big
The
part.
French are only successful in war when they're not led by a Frenchman.
The-
They're led by an Italian man, and Napoleon, and a chick on their
No, but-
conduct. It's not true, of course.
No,
it sounds good.
It sounds good, yeah. But I since I was a kid, I did find such a big. I idolized men that never gave up. So like
I like Cromwell.
Oliver Cromwell.
It's unpopular, but he was badass. He was like, the 40k. He was like really that kind of guy. He's like burn the heretic.
I just need to ask a quick question to.
But he was also very right. He wasn't a hypocrite.
When does the last train leave heading south?
I have to check that soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
smoke
check
the
that
cigarette first, and then check it. Just don't forget it.
No, but I always enjoyed men that never gave up. So I read some books on Napoleon, and like I always wanted to see France.
He did give up though, eventually. I mean, he
He-
kind of gave up
No,
after
no.
Waterloo.
He didn't give up. He changed his priorities. That's the don't you know anything about being a man, Dirk? When you're a man, you never give up. You just change the
Napoleon isn't
priorities.
a real man. I think Leonidas, he never gave up. He's like, fuck, I'm gonna die here. And I'm like,
Yeah, okay, but yeah, I never heard of Leonidas when I was like 10. But Napoleon is
I actually knew of him even before the movie 300. I thought it was cool before that, so I was really happy when they made a movie about him.
which
And he's almost as epic as in the real history. 300.
Yeah, I know about it, but I don't know. I don't remember if I heard about Leonidas
King of
before.
Sparta. He got this
No,
message
no.
from the crown. Either
Yeah, but I
Sparta
don't-
will mourn the death of their king, or Sparta will burn. So he sacrificed himself for his city.
Yeah,
his,
but I
his
don't
paradise
remember-
of warrior fascist. And he just.
But I
went
don't
up
remember if I heard about Leonidas before I read Herodotus' World History.
I knew about him before because I read
don't
Herodotus' history like when I was in gymnasium.
Yeah, me too, something like that.
But I already knew about Leonidas before because I mean we got.
I
this school,
didn't.
so
I didn't. I think I've heard it when I
That was the
started
first
like.
thing I got it from school actually.
Okay.
The first thing we got in school when
Oh.
reading about Greece was always Leonidas,
Oh, we didn't.
The great hero sacrificed himself for Western civilization.
When we talked about Greece, it was always like gods and mythology. It was never history in that.
But that was like
sense.
more like in the lower.
And
countries.
I never interested myself in Greece. I was just interested in Rome and Egypt. When I was a kid.
I kind of like Greece more than Rome. I think Rome is kind of corrupt and so.
Yeah, that was fascinating about it. No,
But
I don't know
but
what...
I like the Greeks more because they were more like I don't know.
They are searching
pure
for
in their
something.
values and
yeah,
virtues.
but they are searching for something.
But they're like scholar and warrior at the same time.
Yeah, yeah,
and
they're
their
searching.
ideals are more pure,
Yeah, I know what
Even
you're
if
talking about.
even if they don't not, but they're looking for the pure values all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah,
And the
I get what you're
purest
saying.
thing you could do
Was
was to
to
have sex
die.
with a child.
Voice.
Yeah, that's one.
The
I
voice.
think actually, honestly, I think modern
You don't
historians
like sex?
exaggerate that about the Greeks a bit.
Yeah, you don't
To
like
make-
sex with boys?
No.
Not
It's,
really.
but I honestly
Another
think that's
time.
exaggerated on purpose,
You think?
you know?
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, they like to look for that in history to show this is historical, you know. And they
It's a
take
way of
some references.
pissing on the people that came
Yeah,
before.
but a lot of references, they say that this was a lover, the book gave stuff, but if you read the text, it doesn't really show that. It just says that this guy really loved this guy, but could be like a friend, you know?
What king were they
Because
trying
that's
to
how they
make
were
a
writing
woman?
that.
Wait. What?
It's like in the Bible with King David and Jonathan, try to make David a homosexual because it says like Jonathan loved David, but you know, this... Nothing of that sort in there. Both were married and shit. It's just, I guess that's just a strong friendship they had.
Yeah,
and they
because
interpret that with modern eyes as meaning they were gay. But it
precisely,
doesn't mean
and
that. And it's the same with the Greeks.
that's the hard thing about reading ancient literature at all. Because I have read the Bible actually 4 times. That's big of a nerd I am, and the hardest shit about the Bible is just reading it with biblical eyes. And the thing is that the book is written over 1,000 years, spanning
But the
history.
thing is, people of both the biblical writers and the Greeks, they were very literal. You know, they wrote what they meant.
Yeah.
So if they were gay, they would
But-
write that, you know.
Yeah, of course, but they also have different metaphors than we do.
Yeah, they had some literal, like he knew his wife and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's another thing.
No, I mean, basically, all of these
They don't
things-
actually associate love with marriage, you know.
That I know, because
Exactly.
marriage
So
is...
love is nothing sexual for them. Marriage is for
Marriage.
reproduction, you know.
It's for... It's
Love
legal
is just
matters.
personal affection somehow.
Yeah, it's legal matters. But yeah, Fred. Woman, king, whatever.
Yeah, I think it was a Swedish king they tried to make into queen. I don't.
What?
It's some sort of king.
They try to change his sex after...
Now in the postmodern era, they go, but that was actually a lady, so that was actually a queen.
Never heard of. You have to name the person.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name, which is why I'm asking you. I thought
We never had any really
I just
feminine...
know the Queen Christina they called like king without trousers, but
Yeah, that's the same thing. That's actually a pretty old thing. They used it as when Margarete was queen over the Nordic Union already during like the 13th century, 14th century.
Yeah, I think it's related.
We haven't
to
had
something
much
like that.
queen. I just think we have Margarete, Queen Christina, and Ulrika Eleonora. I think
Yeah.
they are our only ruling queens.
Yeah,
and
but
Ulrika Eleanor was a really short time.
what I'm talking about
Yeah,
is
it's just like it isn't even
Doesn't
a year.
work with
It's
a
like-
queen in Sweden.
Yeah, it's like 9 or 10 months before she gave the crown over to a better knowing person, which was her husband.
Which were
of course.
useless. I mean, just,
Yeah.
his main interest was gluttony.
I think there's some sort of nice quote about him that like he lived in sort of one of the most interesting periods in Swedish history when it comes to literature and science in Sweden, and the only thing he
Well,
did
which
was
is
to
a-
fuck horse.
yeah, no, but what I'm talking
Sympathetic guy, actually.
about. Yeah, but what I'm
There's also
talking.
one thing that modern times is overvalued. They used to value like martial prowess and stuff.
No.
But now it's supposed to be the freedom time is the greatest time of Swedish history. But for me, that's
I
like a
don't
time of
know.
humiliation when Sweden started sucking.
I don't think. I think we had.
I'm not a great lover of art,
Oh, we could argue this until the sun
except the
rises
Art of
again.
War. Sun Tzu, that was a great artist.
I read that when I was.
Yeah,
in
it was a great book.
I was in this horrible relationship when I was like 16 years old, and I'm like,
I also read it about that age. Yeah.
yeah, and I googled for like books about how do you solve shit or stuff like that, and like
It's a
the
wrong
Art
book
of
for
War,
solving the.
the Art of War, and I read it,
To
and
be honest,
I still
though,
own
book
that
is
copy.
kind of a bit overhyped. It's just, I guess it's because it's concentrated, but it's a concentration of basically good advice.
Yeah, it's Eastern philosophy.
And most of the stuff is pretty obvious, you know.
yeah, but some
There are some real good. I like my favorite. I think is like, he who defends everything defends nothing. I mean, that's really good advice. Because that's like an easy mistake to make in strategy. You try to defend everything instead of concentrating on what's important. And
I think I'm the more manipulative motherfucker than you are, but I always kind of like that
The part about the spies?
No, treat your soldiers like your sons or something like that, and
Is
they
that
will
manipulative?
and they will follow you into the deepest valleys.
That's from
Look
the-
up- no, no,
that's
yeah, look- no, no.
Sabaton. They
No,
call
so-
that, but yeah, it is.
It is something like that, and
But I read it in Swedish. Do you read it in English?
yeah, I read it in English, and I
'Cause
still have the English
Because
copy.
that form I remember from like a Sabaton album.
Okay,
but-
I never really enjoy Sabaton. I'm much more darker than that.
Yeah, you're a vampire.
No, but I remember Primo Victoria. That I
That
remember.
wasn't very good though.
I thought that was an excellent song.
The best one is about the one about Swedish history. Come on.
You think that? Because I listened to it, and I sort of dreamed that somebody would make an album like that, and when I listened to it, I was like, Ultima Thule made it better.
Well,
But sure, their
didn't sing
career-
is good though.
No, of course not. But
Yeah, we more, but I think it was pretty good.
yeah.
But there's a there could be there's a
It felt for me.
but,
It felt
yeah,
too.
okay, half the songs are flat.
Yeah, but it
those that are
felt
good,
too.
I like Killing Ground or rather Ett slagfärgat rött because that's the Domedag. That one I just love.
Yeah, because
Or the Doontide.
I should actually tell the truck driver I told you about earlier. He liked that album, and every time they sang Domedog, he sang Judenblut, which was pretty fun.
It was Hitler.
Judenblut.
He was literally Hitler.
But
Or maybe you just hear him wrong. He was trying to say Juleblut, and he was just declaring his fidelity to
But the
old Germanic paganism.
the song I liked most on that is probably like A Lifetime in War and the Carolinian Prayer.
But Lifetime War is like this whole war is bad, PC bullshit. I don't know.
I just listened to the courses.
Yeah. I love the Carolinian's Prayer though, because that is like
but no, I thought it was too much
There was
of,
a time when Christianity was still badass. We'll
yeah,
kill you for Jesus.
but they made
you know?
that album was too much made in a haste. That is my view.
But I like this one about burning down Prague. It's cool. So.
But I wish actually that Sabaton would make an album based on the biblical wars, like Joshua's conquering and slaughtering of everybody in Canaan. I would
That's
actually,
awesome.
yeah, I that is great
Yeah, totally
war.
righteous too.
Yeah, I would,
That's
I would listen
righteous
to that.
wrath. You punished us.
Yeah,
They
they
punished evil,
they are
yeah.
born in the wrong religion, man. You gotta kill them,
This
man.
is more Mussolini than Mussolini, man. This is just cleaning your place.
Yeah, but
And since then, yeah, I mean, modern day Christianity is of course disappointment, so I can understand you don't like it, but once upon a time it was badass, you know?
Yeah, it actually was.
you should have Christopher talking to this guy about Christianity.
Yeah, I have a friend. He's over in Japan right now. He's
Is he killing heretics and burning them?
no, he's
He would have
converting
his
them.
work cut out for him over there.
He's converting them. One
Because he's
With a
like
sword,
a Catholic or something like that. He's deeply into.
I'm not a fan of Catholicism.
No, but I can't
but
say-
we could have like an agonistic debate.
Yeah,
over
but I can't say that he's a fan of like I can't say if they're deep Catholics, but I know he believes in the Catholic sort of strictness,
yes, he does.
the modern strictness, because if you go back in time, yeah, Protestants were the strict motherfuckers, but
exactly, but now they fail. Yeah, but it's a shame. It's so stupid that the Catholics get the glory now.
Yeah,
doing that.
but
because
that-
they used to be the cunts. We used to be the badasses.
but that is because.
We
The
allowed
church was-
leftism.
That's why
in
now
Japan.
No,
Oliver
yeah, because
Cromwell, you know, he was
no, it's because the church are bound to the state, and that is the problem to
yeah,
begin
the state
with.
is
Yes.
not, and that's why I'm not gonna like. You guys gonna vote in the church election? I threw that shit because
I'm not part of the church. I didn't.
Oh,
even
you actually then?
I'm going to vote in it, of course.
Are you part of it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't.
No, I'm still a member, but I'm not gonna vote.
Oh, I didn't fucking think that first.
No, I mean, I pay so low taxes anyway right now, so...
Oh, okay.
It doesn't really cost too much each year, but it's just. It has and benefits. I mean, if you need to marry and shit, you know.
Why the fuck do I want to marry in church?
Well, the way that I...
Well, you can use their.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Her will.
Well,
But she's still a member in church.
that's enough then.
Oh, is that
The
enough?
thing is, yeah.
That is enough. You
Oh.
only one need to be a member.
Well, I'm quitting.
You are quitting?
Yeah, do that for fuck's sake. That
You
is
also get to get buried, but of course
But-
I don't
but-
really care what happens when I'm
the
dead anyway.
thing,
Like,
the fucking thing with the Swedish church is that it's sort of pseudo state because they're still ruling their shit under state law, and they're still obliged under state law to be available for everybody, not just people that are believing
the thing is,
Protestants,
it's more states now than what it was before they
Yeah.
separated.
because they
Because now
need
they
to
have
be
political
available.
parties. Before they separated, there were not
Which
political
is
parties.
fucking,
Really.
which is fucking ridiculous.
Yes, I mean, if you believe in one God, you should not have political parties and people voting for what he thinks is right. It's
But
just-
you need one party.
Die Partei.
But that's the thing. I mean, the whole thing with religion is that it's dictatorial by nature.
Yeah.
I mean, God decides what's right. It's not like something people vote on. That's like
I think it's-
just dissolve the whole thing, or just call it like the collection of us who believes in something, because it's not Christianity anymore.
I'm
Yeah.
actually, when it comes to even that party system at all, I believe we should have even the Reichstag is wrong. Even the fucking Swedish parliament is totally wrong designed to just be a party system. Because
I think the best system is you have a non-elected executive, and then you have like elected people for passing the laws. Like that
I
in
want
old
to
times.
hear your view on this actually, because I think we should next time we should have a more deeper societal discussion, because
Why
I
not
think
now?
because time is ticking on. Because I believe that society will inevitably collapse just because of human biological failure. But the thing here I want to discuss with you is I'm not a great believer in democracy.
No,
Because democracy
it's a mockery of justice.
is the rule of the mass. And when you watch the mass, you realize that the mass is really mediocre. So what you set up for is a really mediocre system.
But I have nothing to discuss. I totally agree with you, man.
Okay.
Well, it's like Winston Churchill said, the greatest argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. I mean, basically, democracy means that the stupid and easily manipulated will have the say on what we will do.
Yeah,
And
thank
it's
you.
a big problem. How
Thank you.
are we ever going to excel as a nation or humanity as a whole?
Thank you. If you don't have inspiring leaders.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's why we have leaders, because not everybody is fit to make those decisions.
Yes.
And those people are totally...
And humanity is a hierarchical species.
Yeah. And I mean, even the Greeks that had like some kind of full democracy there, even though some people complain, but I think it was good democracy.
Yeah,
But
because the
they had
women wasn't allowed
honest
to vote.
realization that
Yeah, that's
the
main
most,
part.
the highest quality of statehood, according to Athenians, was of course your ability to speak. You know.
Yeah. Your ability to reason.
Rhetorical, yeah. That's
Because
the thing.
that is-
That's what decides who's in
sure,
charge.
you can learn rhetorical
And
shit,
that, and that's
but
the problem with democracy, because it's the one who convinces people by pretty words that decides, not the one who knows the best.
But Dirk, I will tell you this. One of the things that have most amazed me about political parties the last few years, that is, we raise taxes on everything. Oh, raise tax. We got expenses, we got expenses. Where is the popular party that we say, and I just want to hear if you agree or not, we will lower the tax on gasoline, we will lower the tax on alcohol, we will lower the tax on tobacco, because they will win, is my view of it. You will have still people that, okay, my grandmother died some years ago. Wait.
'Cause
My grandma died a couple of years ago, but she was part of the generation that were going all the time. I would always vote for the Social Democrats because they had a good party leader in the 60s.
hail the victorious dead.
How do you think about popular votes in that sense?
But I mean,
because that is showing the
but
faulty
our
sense.
so-called right parties, they are claiming they're gonna lower the taxes and stuff.
But they never said concrete that we will lower the
yeah,
price
but
on
they try
gasoline.
to make that impression of themselves. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
They try to make them. They're
But
not
the thing-
doing it,
the
but they
thing
try
is-
to make it.
Our-
They don't win even done.
Our right
So I don't know. People are masochists.
but
Of course, they're lying and they will not lower the taxes, but they still say they do. But people still vote for the
last
Communist
time,
Party.
usually, most of the times I just vote blank, but the last time I actually voted.
People just vote with their emotions. I mean, the reason
No.
the Social Democrats lost their monopoly for a while was because they handled this tsunami disaster. But that's what people
You think
tell
that?
me. Yeah, I heard people tell me,
Oh.
"Oh, they failed us. We're not gonna vote for them anymore."
This
But
is
they handled the
interesting.
tsunami disaster.
This is
So
interesting.
now we're gonna vote for other ones. So people like, say, "Oh, yeah, okay." It was like
They actually
disaster
care about,
emotional-
like-
yeah.
How many Swedes died there? Like 100, 200?
not
Yeah,
even
it's
that.
ridiculous.
I think it was like a handful.
It's like the same thing about calling Pinochet an evil dictator. He did kill, like, what did we...
3,500.
3,500 people.
Just create a narrative, and it
In the-
sounds true.
In the dictatorial
They make it like
section.
tsunamis, like everybody lost somebody, but really,
No,
I don't lose
don't
anybody.
know anyone who lost
Me
anyone.
neither. So why
I
the
know
fuck would I
actually,
tell you?
not knowing personal, but I know someone that did know someone that, you know, that I know.
Yeah,
But
But
if,
I know
for sure
someone
not
who knows
everybody
someone.
knows
but if
somebody.
that is true, even I don't know. That is just hearsay.
This kind of Americans make the same up now. Everybody lost somebody, but of course not. 3,000 died. This is a huge country, you know.
No, but I mean,
Yes, more people died in Estonia in that case,
yes,
but they didn't make a huge thing about that either.
they actually did.
They did.
Yeah, but no political. They didn't make.
You
a
were young
political
back then,
thing.
or?
Yeah,
No, but they
I was
made
as
it-
young as you.
I know.
I think
Yeah, it was a big thing, but they didn't make a political
No,
thing.
only thing I know about it is really that my parents talked a lot about it.
yeah.
Estonia,
It was just on the
During
news.
that time,
Nobody
yeah.
talked about it in real life.
only
I
the
was like, I don't know
conspiracy
what the fuck
theories.
this is about. And my
I've
parents
heard-
were like, some drunk people died. Oh, but not exactly. You know. Not exactly like that. It's not like people who are honest and not dumb shits that say about Obama, you know, oh, okay, they killed a commie, big deal.
Well,
But I have to say,
Of course you should kill the prime minister, but I mean, like making it out like there was some kind of national sorrow when he died, like half the people were celebrating.
but I just have to say,
I wouldn't celebrate or something. This is just fucked up. But I mean, still, it wasn't a liked person. It was
I-
not. Nobody was mourning.
no, but I think the
I
sad
think most
thing.
people were indifferent.
The sad thing is, with that somebody dies is that they aren't able to be there to defend themselves anymore. But the rest of it are just like.
But,
when you try
also,
to-
whenever there's a disaster, I mean, it's like the hypocrisy.
yeah, no,
You know, I mean, to be honest, it's like also the same thing about hate. To say people hate, oh, they hate him, but you know, you can't hate somebody you don't know, and you can't love somebody you don't know.
you just don't care.
No, it's
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't hate them because you don't know them, and then you can't be sad about people you
when
don't
it
know
comes
dying.
to feminists, I discuss with. I have an answer I actually took from an old horror movie that is called The Wolfman from 1941.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
because
didn't
it's
see it.
oh, but it's that
But
great.
it's got good.
No, yeah, but it's so great because the guy there, what the fuck is his name? Claude Rains. He says that I think that the human body is the human body, but I do believe that everything are able to happen inside a man's head. And I use that a lot because about you know like the two gender thing, the two sexes thing. Like there are only two biological, but anything can happen inside a man's mind. And that is the same thing with love and hate. You can imagine yourself to love and hate anybody, but in real life you are only able to have about 150.
But the problem is when people try to speak
Emotional
for other
relations.
people and say that they love or hate somebody. People love the prime minister. How the fuck would they know? Or people hate the Afghans. How the fuck would they know?
But the thing is, the media loved it when they shot him because Sweden had their own Kennedy.
Marcher.
Yeah. We are a post-Christian society. We
But,
love our
so that's
martyrs.
the same stuff, like the earthquakes and heat, like people crying. Come on, they don't actually care about the Haitians.
No, because
The
who
Haitians
remembers
who
that
are there
today?
care about the Haitians, but why would? I mean, you shouldn't. I mean,
But who
I
remembers?
don't think it's good that they died.
Dirk, please,
But I mean, different,
please. Who remembers that today? Go out and ask them.
They forgot that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, public memory short. But it's every time there's a disaster,
Yeah, but the
people
girl.
are like publicly crying and shit, but they don't actually care. There's
Yeah.
no way they would.
No, because
and
it's
such hypocrisy and it's disgusting.
it's not that they're
I hate
they're not
fake
wood,
mourning.
but they aren't, so to speak, physically capable because our frontal lobe aren't adjusted to do that. It's the same thing that you get emotional for a story. It's the same thing when people die in like the Haitian
Yeah, but they're
earthquake.
not really. Maybe they.
You can't.
Because they read something emotional, so they
Yeah.
kind of feel something. Yeah, like in a movie.
Yeah.
But they're not actually sad. They're just. Yeah, they move. They
we
just
aren't
move.
able.
You can be moved by.
Yeah, but they aren't able. We aren't able to do
Yeah.
that.
Just the train times, so that you have them.
What is this to Lund?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there are a few options.
Yeah, there are two options.
Yeah, that's a few. Well, we're not
It's
in a
more than one.
stress right now.
It's a pair. The time right now is
We can go-
8:33.
We can keep talking for another hour, and I can take the last one. It's not a problem.
Just the thing, we should aim for the one before that because they have a propensity to cancel certain trains.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Hicktown. No, but I
Nah, let's aim for the last one. It's too short otherwise.
because I will only continue for like 15 minutes more.
15 minutes, yeah.
15. Then I have to go home and fucking eat.
Oh, 15.
I start to get really
But I need
hungry.
to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, sure. No, but let's aim for the 9:35, just in
Okay.
case if they cancel, because sometimes they do.
Alright.
Yeah, it would be sad for you to stay here.
No, but
No,
I
it
was
would be
going-
fucking horrible to be stranded here.
Yeah. I was going to say our right-wing parties here in Sweden, they aren't right-wing, they aren't conservative. Most of them are liberal.
Wait, somebody doesn't know that? Okay, please continue.
People in Sweden act like it's not that way. They act like liberalism is the last stepping stone before you're a full-blown fascist.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just fucking hysterically insane.
Oh, do you know what you should discuss today?
What?
The guy that ate bacon in front of a Muslim woman.
Oh yeah, what was his punishment? It was like an insane fine.
And yeah, of 24,000 Swedish.
It's about $3,000.
Yeah.
This guy has to pay $3,000 because he ate bacon in front of a Muslim.
Okay, sure, don't end it there, because he was mocking her a bit, because he followed her around eating bacon.
So fucking what?
But yeah,
So fucking what?
I know what you're saying. But that is part because it is not just because of eating bacon, it's part, the religious discrimination, it's also harassment into that.
Yeah,
Fine.
but the thing is,
No, but does that, yeah.
You-
No. But if you think of it that also harassment is into that fine, it makes it worse.
but the thing is, you cannot technically find something. He could have been like, yeah, I was trying to make friends. No, honestly,
I would love that defense. I would love to hear that defense. Like I've been living under a rock all my life, and I didn't know that Muslims didn't like pork.
Yeah.
I would love to hear that defense and just see how it would play out in a Swedish court.
That would be excellent.
Yeah.
Should I do it?
Yeah, you should do it.
Fuck.
Let's fry up some bacon. Tomorrow is Saturday, and we will be leaving on a train to somewhere, eating bacon.
Yes. No, but
Eat impure foods, guys.
yeah, no, but honestly, did you read about the guy? He has to pay a fine for eating bacon in front of a
That's of
Muslim.
course bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, the defense for that is, I tried to make friends.
Why?
I tried to show
He
her.
didn't try to make friends.
No, but you could say that. How could you disprove it? I mean, honestly.
I mean, I don't think it should have fine, but of course it was a try to make friends. But I think it should be totally okay to try to piss people off. Why not? It's fun.
Yeah. No, I mean, if he gets slapped for it, so be it. He got slapped. No one would care.
Yeah, but I mean, does it
But,
harm anybody?
but why
What?
does the state need to be
Yeah.
involved?
It doesn't harm
Plus,
anybody. In
I
the eyes of the
actually-
Muslims, he would only harm himself by eating bacon, so...
And they doesn't even do that because somebody I know made his military service with Muslims, and one day he's
They were all just Muslims.
no, but one
It was a suicide battalion. Okay, sorry.
that's funny.
So,
but
it was
some,
like the suicide squad.
but
and
some-
like,
one day-
this
one day
is
he-
why we get the Muslims, so they can run towards Russia screaming Allahu Akbar and say lots of bullet that way.
yeah, but one way.
Okay, sorry.
No,
It was-
but one day they ate pork by accident, and he was like, Allahu Akbar.
Then you don't tell them.
No, but they did. But he was Allahu Akbaring a bit, and then
He was?
Yeah, and
He was
then,
a Muslim? He wasn't a Muslim?
he wasn't a Muslim.
So why
but
is-
but you know
But
the
the
guy.
Muslim guys.
Oh, they were Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do they Allahu Akbar when they fail?
No,
Allah?
no, but they prayed for forgiveness and received forgiveness. So it wasn't a problem at all.
Yeah, I mean,
But
if you don't know what
I
to
actu-
eat, you can't be judged for it, you know?
I actually screenshotted this to show you in a
Of
community that I am part of.
Okay.
When it comes to easily offended people, some women actually start to rise against it.
Why are ladies so damn easily offended? Are there no one who can take a bit? And that has a little skin on the nose anymore?
Yeah.
And this is a woman.
How
She's tired of
How
it.
was the reaction to this?
I don't even remember.
Oh, that's so sad because that would be.
It was, if you don't have a cunt, don't speak.
But it was a lady. But the reaction to this.
Oh, they can't use that. She's
No, they
impervious to the assault.
But she isn't the oppressed part of.
She's manipulated by the
women folk.
patriarchy, don't you get it?
Yeah. Just like. What the fuck was her name? I even forget her name.
She's like the Egyptians. She worships giant phalluses.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but
Lazy Green.
yes.
Or like the Pope, you know? Why the fuck does he have an obelisk outside? It's
Can't you take a hint?
I know
a
that
cock.
I know
Alright.
that Catholics would take offense, but yes, you're right. Catholics is
They're-
just
they're actually-
ancient Roman paganism, fertility cult, and sun worship in a Christian
Yeah,
dressing. I
but
mean,
we
he
know
even wears
this.
the fish cap of Dagon priest.
Yeah, but we know this.
Oh, you
But
guys
the
already know that.
Yeah, I know that. at
I thought I
least.
was gonna reveal something to
No, but I know that. But the thing is here, we had a common.
people. Forget why there was a Reformation. Maybe think for things like
No,
that.
no,
they,
but
they
here,
didn't
Dirk,
get
Dirk,
rid of all.
Dirk,
but,
wait
yeah.
here. I knew.
I like to.
Me and Fred knew a funny guy in the church that worked in the church here. He died the other year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the organist.
Yeah, he was this really funny guy to come up with different kinds of jokes. And on the Women's Day one year, he ordered a cake of this phallus symbol and served it in the church.
That's not very Christian thing to do, though.
He wasn't Christian at all. He was a fucking
It
alcoholic.
was a career organist in the church.
Yeah, he was a fucking alcoholic with
But
a
that's
talent.
funny to be a career organist in the church. They're like,
Yeah, but he earned a lot of money. He put up big concerts here, like
Yeah.
playing Bach for hours.
But still, he limited himself. I mean, if he wasn't a Christian,
I don't think he did
bigger
that.
Money.
He did the touring before that, and
But the thing is, he found a way to make an income doing the shit that he
Because I
loved.
thought that most church musicians doesn't do it for the fame; they do it for the ideology. Just like the
But
white
he
power
did it.
bands, you know,
But
they
he
do it for ideology, they're not for the
but,
fame.
but he did it for the fame. Fuck yeah, because he put up
He's like the
concert.
Pope then.
No, but he put up concerts here in the church with his names big on it, and
Yeah.
he was going to play Bach's fucking symphony number.
He
Yeah, of course, right. But
he
do you
was,
think if we do that to Sweden? Of course, in US you're gonna give like this famous television
but he-
evangelist, and
but
then
he
then
tried.
they film them backstage and they're doing drugs, you know.
Yeah, but he tried, and how the fuck do you become a famous organist? Where the fuck do you play the organ?
Well, in two places.
But he was a wonderful human being. I actually spent a lot of time talking to him.
in a church and a whorehouse. He played organ.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe in horror movies too. but it's a niche.
But I love that guy. It was fucking... I was a bit sad when he died.
Yeah, same.
But-
He should have been a Roman Catholic, but he
Yeah,
was
but it-
praised for bringing in the phallus.
But he was this great joker and just fucked with people and never cared about what others thought. And this guy worked in the church.
He was a real punk
The fucking-
organist.
The fucking the guys that were taking the confirmation, the teenagers, they were fucking scared to the living shit out of him because he was like, I can't take your motherfucking feelings. You get out there, you do what I say. This is a church. You don't have free will here. I love that guy.
Like the Hound. Anybody who dies with a clean sword, I'll rape his corpse.
Oh, that's marvelous.
That's a
Oh.
T-shirt. I definitely think
What the
that's a
fuck was the
t-shirt.
quote we were going to put on t-shirt? It was something I said.
If you're not making art for
No.
eternity.
It was earlier than that.
Earlier than that.
Get out of my you're blocking out the sun, bitch.
No.
I don't remember.
That was a Greek philosopher
It was something-
called Alexander. That was cool.
Yeah, it was the guy that lived in this gigantic clay pot, wasn't it?
I don't know. It
There
was,
was
a
this-
Greek philosopher who
Yeah,
was
because-
like a big like ascetic, right? He didn't care about
Yeah.
shit. And then
Yeah, okay,
Alexander
yeah, it
Great
was this
comes,
guy.
and he's like, he's gonna ask him something. He says like, "You're blocking the sun."
Yeah, I remember that because this guy
And
lived.
that's why the old ancient Greeks are the best, because they had the best
Yeah.
one-liners.
But he lived in this gigantic clay pot. It was the thing he lived in, and he
Oh.
had a cloak. And then somebody walked by him that didn't have a cloak, and he realized, well, I don't need a cloak, so he gave it away. But I know that guy. What the fuck was his name? D something.
Yeah, his name isn't so famous anymore. It's not one of the big. It's not
He-
like.
he's one of the Epicureans.
No, he wasn't
Yeah,
Epicurean at all.
but it's not like famous anymore, like Archimedes who did something
No.
famous. But Archimedes died for his word, though. He was like,
But this guy, he's basically the
You're
the
disturbing
front
my
figure
circus,
Yeah, but he
for-
was a-
for hedonism.
Yeah, but he was just a fuck you.
I guess
figure.
Alexander the Great was more respected of the philosophers than the Romans then.
I love
Because
Alexander.
Yeah, because Archimedes said that to a Roman, like, you're disturbing my circles, and they
Circles,
killed him. Alexander didn't kill the guy, actually, I think he was
No.
impressed.
Yeah, but Alexander,
Was a cool guy.
I
huh?
think Alexander is too much of a forgotten person
For-
in. No, wait. In Western civilization today.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking. Go and ask a guy on the street how much they know about what Alexander did.
On the
Alexander
other hand,
was
they don't
more
know
than
shit
conquering.
about history. But
Most-
ask them what Caesar did, they're not gonna know. They're gonna say he was
They don't
emperor,
go to
though
know.
he wasn't.
No, that,
So,
okay,
yeah.
sure. They don't go. They don't go to know that. They are
I
not
guess the
going to
most
know that.
famous person from ancient history must be Augustus, because it's in the Bible also, so it's like Augustus.
But no, they never heard about Augustus. No, fuck no, I didn't heard about
Well,
Augustus.
at least in school when they had like this
No.
Christmas, they always read
No.
Augustus ordered the whole world.
But they don't remember that.
People have shit memory,
They
right?
don't know. They don't remember that.
Uh,
It was
no.
evil. Do you know one of the famous historical persons I've tried to talk to people about that I know nothing about? Charlemagne.
Really?
They know shit
No, I can
about
understand
Charlemagne.
people don't know Charlemagne. I mean,
But he basically
he's huge, yeah.
he basically
But
saved.
he is from an era that is larger, I know.
Yeah, but
So that's, I
Yeah,
guess,
but-
it's understandable. But they shouldn't. They should know about what's people from the classical age. At least some of them.
they don't. They don't.
So what historical people do? What historical persons do people know of? Just Stalin and Hitler, then?
Probably. Stalin is the good guy.
Maybe
Naval
not
is-
even Stalin.
Wait,
then.
yeah, they know about Stalin, but
Maybe
they know
They
him.
know the truth about him.
No, precisely.
They
Stalin
don't
is
know
the
what he
good
did
guy.
to his own
Hitler is the
people.
evil guy. They don't. No, but that's the funny thing. If you ask them,
And
you know,
Lincoln, because he's a
wait,
funny bear.
do you know about Stalin? Yeah, I know the name Stalin. Do you know the name Hitler? Yeah, I know the name Hitler. I know what he did. Do you know the name Churchill? Bit of a pause. Yeah, I know Churchill. And then comes the hard question.
Because everybody knows his blood sweat.
No. Do you know about Roswell? And I was like, No, I don't know about
Sure,
Roosevelt.
they know about that. 'Cause that's
No,
like
they
a
don't.
stupid-
Don't know. No, Roosevelt.
Oh,
Franklin D.
Rose.
Roosevelt.
I thought
Not
about Roswell.
No, it was
Because that's probably a lot
it
of
was a
person
mis-
knows about Roswell more than I know about World War
Probably.
II.
Because nobody fucking even know who Franklin D. Roosevelt was.
Americans probably do, though.
Yeah, Americans, yeah,
but
but we're living in...
Maybe Americans have the
Backwater,
right
yeah.
idea. They just teach about their country, and that way people actually remember the shit.
Maybe?
Yeah, no, it's a strange phenomenon where people forget what the Soviets did to their own.
Yeah.
But it's hard to argue that the people should remember Alexander if they don't remember anybody else either.
I think Alexander is a good... Even if it's myth, there
But if you
exists...
know-
Wait. Even if it's myth, it exists so many fucking fascinating stories about him that some sorts should be told in school.
How many people know about Jan Siberia, who saved Europe from the Ottoman invasion?
Oh yeah, Jan the
Probably
Third.
nobody, right?
Jan the Third or whatever his name was. I actually
I don't know
downloaded.
his number, I just know Jan Siberia.
I actually downloaded a movie about him made in Poland. I haven't seen it yet.
Polish are good at this, yeah.
I haven't downloaded. I have downloaded it, but I haven't seen it yet. It was called like 17.
Polish
something.
know everything about their own history, it's just that it's like lots of propaganda too. But I guess
Yeah.
it's better than not knowing anything.
But what was that? We watched that Chainsmoker guy video.
I love the money they had in Poland. At least they all had old kings on it. Not like the stupid new shit money we have in Sweden where they removed the kings.
Yeah,
In
no,
Poland,
that's
the
fucking
money, all are
bullshit.
different famous kings, and
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, we used to
Their,
have
their
it.
money is horribly ugly designed, but at least they had the right motive.
Okay.
We
I
used to
thought
have
the old money was. If you go back to the money before these monies,
The Swedish ones.
yeah, because we had the new money that are just cultural persons, and then
And
the
I fucking hate that. Because these
and-
people are gonna be irrelevant in a few years anyway.
Yeah.
The kings remain relevant because they're
but the fun thing is that they actually put Charles the 12th. No, 11th. Sorry, 11th.
On money.
Yeah, it was
Even
a.
though he's very deserving, but you know.
Yeah,
it's-
but you know I
I
mispronounced.
found the Gustav Vasa is on the 1000, but I almost never in my life seen the 1000 bills. I guess
Yeah.
he's still on them though.
No.
They didn't change those, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did to
Did they change them?
to the Dag Hammarskjöld.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I thought they didn't change the 500s and the 1000.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they have done now.
They changed the 500s too?
Yeah.
Who's on them?
Birgit Nilsson, the opera singer.
On the 5? No!
Yeah.
Yeah.
On she sang Wagner.
I don't pay everything with cards now, so I almost.
Oh, you're a
No, but
fucktard.
that's not alright!
So
Why
Oh,
do
a
you
fucking opera singer! I never even heard of
haven't
it.
you heard the conflict now? That you know there are three.
I can understand
Wait. There are
something.
3 women and 3 men, but the men are on the most valuable bills. So
It's bad.
Yeah,
Of
it's
course,
bad.
As if
bad.
that would be the problem. The problem is the selection. I wouldn't care if Queen Christina was on the phone.
no,
This is just-
I wouldn't either because she did a
Yeah.
big cultural deed.
Actually, she didn't do shit. But I
Oh
don't
yeah,
care about
fuck you! She did a big cultural deed.
Queen Christina.
Yeah, Queen Christina did a big.
What? She converted to
No,
Catholicism
but
like a fucking
before that, she
traitor.
sponsored a lot of cultural projects in Sweden that led to mathematical success. Is the word I'm. And invited a
Like-
lot of
Who?
the cat.
The cat isn't Swedish.
No, but she invited people that
And he
learned.
died in Sweden, so she killed
Yeah.
the scout. So
Yeah,
instead
she
to
did,
kill
but
you-
that is
Maybe
cool.
that was a good deed. She
That
killed
is
the,
cool.
She killed the
No,
fucker
but
who
she's
said that
also-
nothing is real.
she's
like, she
also-
wrote, reality is real because I killed you.
She's also She's also the last one of the true bloodline, so to speak.
Yeah, she lost Vasa, yeah.
The last real Vasa, in that sense. They have survived, but
But on the
No,
other
but I
hand,
like
you
Christina.
don't inherit a name on the mother, so actually she's not more real Vasa than some other women.
But Gustavus Adolphus II never received any male inheritance.
No, because he...
He liked war too much to do the dirt
And I think
with
he
the
had some
Mongol.
women on the side too, so...
Oh, he did, but Yeah, didn't he have some sort of male?
He had a bastard.
Yeah, a bastard son.
It's a shame, though. At least, no matter how they criticize Henry VIII a lot, but at least he took his job seriously. Because the first job of a king is to make a heir, you know, to keep it in the family. I don't mean
That's a
incest.
nice
I just
word.
mean
That's a
keep
nice-
the title.
That's nice wording.
Yeah. I think that's an excellent point to finish this episode.
Oh, you do, motherfucker?
Yeah. We have almost 4 hours of material, I think.
Fuck, we have talked.
But not all of that is quality.
I wanted something to end on.
Yeah.
Dirk.
Yeah.
Since you know at least some shit about Roman history, and I love fucking
Classical
Roman
age
history.
history is my
classical.
favorite,
Class-
for real.
Oh, that's great.
Even though it sounds like I'm nerding in Auschwitz, but it's just
We-
because I did my work.
we
What I
should
really love are legionaries, hoplites, and that shit.
we should have a more historical based discussion the next time.
I guess that's what I did, but I guess it didn't.
Yeah, it was the idea
realize.
today, but we.
But yeah, we had to
talked
get to know each other and shit.
Yeah, but I Claudius, the book and the TV series.
That's the problem. I haven't read it and I haven't seen the series.
Oh, you fucking haven't? Okay, then it's
I
a
know
worth.
Claudius.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Claudius, of course.
He's the
but,
guy who
but the
actually
series-
conquered Britain.
Yeah, but if you haven't seen the series or read the book, this question isn't valid because
Still
you need.
ask it.
But I just wanted to hear your
What did
opinion.
you want to ask?
I just want to hear your opinion about it because
About the
it's
book and series.
popular history, and I just
Yeah.
wanted to hear what you thought about turning Augustus' wife Livia into the spider in the net. But then watch it, for fuck's sake. It's a
I
really
didn't know
good.
Livia was still alive then, but I don't
she
really
was.
care about
She outlived
his
them all.
wife. But I think she was a manipulative bastard. At least she is in this Rome series.
She's in the Rome series, and I haven't viewed the Rome series.
Ah.
But I will. I have it downloaded, and probably pirating. Probably one day I will see it.
It's always interesting. I mean, the Imperial Guard, the Praetorians, murdered everybody except that guy who they thought they
Yeah.
could control.
But
And showed up here, and it turned out he was not a retard after all. He just pretended to be, and yeah.
But the thing is, me and my girlfriend are now into a heavy Charlie Chaplin thing, where we watch everything Charlie Chaplin, and maybe we'll come back to a Roman phase and we'll watch all these old fucking Italian movies about Rome and shit like that. I love to view those. But then we should have another final question.
Yeah, we
Fred?
can't end on an anticlimax.
No, we need to have something he can spew his bile on.
Well,
Okay. Is Vespasian the Roman Emperor Vespasian?
Oh, Vespasian. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the guy who, was
Founded the
conquered
Colosseum. and-
Jerusalem.
Yeah, precisely.
That's what I know
Is
him for.
he the basis for the Christian myth about Jesus or not?
Why the fuck would it be? I mean, he just burned down
Okay,
Jerusalem.
you haven't read about that.
No, what
Okay.
are you implying?
Fred, fuck. No, but that's a pretty. I can send it to you on Facebook because it's a pretty interesting argument.
this will make for great listening.
Yeah, it will. Sing a bit. Everybody ought to have a maid. Please continue.
Everybody dance now.
No, he
What?
can't.
No,
Please sing.
no.
Sing for the audience.
Let's sing the let's
Sing
finish
for the
by,
slaves of
we will
Rome.
finish by singing the Soviet national anthem.
I don't want to sing.
Yeah, please.
No.
You have a nice voice. Why wouldn't you sing?
Because I'm going to have to edit this, and then I will hear myself sing, and that fucking sucks. I can't stand hearing myself.
You can't.
No, not.
You're a
when I sing.
ridiculous piece of shit.
I know, and I'm very proud of being a ridiculous piece of shit. That
Okay,
makes me unique.
let's view the future. Will Norway close the border to Sweden or not?
Oh, yes.
Push it to the limit. bear, we're finished.
Yeah, there will be a war. An apocalypse will come.
The Sweden-Norway war will end the world.
Are you tired of NKVD forcing social media platforms to shut you down? Are you tired of famous video platforms threatening you with gulag for thinking wrong? Now you can tear down wall and support this show by clicking on Mind's affiliate link in the description. To find us, go to facebook.com/greatsra. You can also go to minds.com/same rules apply.